Have you posted on Twitter?
I probably would agree on, personally, is that I can say Brand
Character select.
and Ferry are S. That's the only thing I'm going to do.
Ferry is pretty damn good. Hey, are they seeing us? Hey! Welcome. But well.
I thought you, you said welcome, then passed it to me. All right, okay, okay.
I'm not used to this.
Do you want to lead up? Okay, okay, welcome to the first Granblue Fantasy Versus tournament at Free Play City, hosted by NGI. What an occasion. What an occasion.
The game's been out for a week now.
Yeah,
and everyone's grinding it, so we get to see a tournament in London, finally.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the actual game evolves and how the meta evolves, because we've seen a lot of tournaments, not a lot, there's like been one or two in Japan and America now. They play a lot of different characters as well, but no one can sort of agree on who's best besides Gran.
Yeah,
it seems.
Now that the game's been out for a while and people are saying Gran's a lot better. Because well, I think they're finding a lot more damage routes with him, especially with that. Is it unique attack?
Yeah, the reason why I definitely see Gran being one of the best characters as well is that right now he just has no weaknesses. Like really, he just like zero.
I think they're going in.
But anyways, yeah, I think this is obviously Izanami versus Trainer Ash. I think they're just testing buttons. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, they're just testing buttons. I doubt. Unless Izanami is actually using Ferry now or something.
I would expect Izanami to be playing...
playing Matera.
Matera, right? Yeah. We've got the thumbs.
So yeah, Izanami obviously OG in the UK fighting game scene, so gonna be good, and you cannot like overstate fundamentals. So
she's been around since.
God damn, it's been a
way
very long
before
time.
us.
Way before like I joined the FGC.
Yeah,
Izanami
she was like almost like my mentor, and I started playing fighting games 15 years ago.
I think Izanami was around when the
it was
Namco, Truck and Namco Wonder Park.
Yeah, that was
that long time ago, like the Dragons era and like Ryan Hart's era.
Yeah. It's that exact era actually. So we have Trainer Ash versus Izanami, and so is Matera.
So Trainer Ash actually from the Smash community. So obviously very interesting that they've come over to Granblue Fantasy. Trainer Ash does play Under Night in Birth as well. So not too like it's not a drastic change. Yeah, he knows 2D fighting games at the very least. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I've actually seen this matchup a lot, and it seems okay for both, to be honest.
I'm wondering how much both of these players know the matchup, because like there's not a lot of people playing Matera and Ferry, right?
You're right, and it's definitely going to be a very important thing in this game, especially with the amount of damage you can do, like knowing who you can do it to, knowing what you can do at a certain time, knowing when to reversal and stuff like that. Very, very important, because like just getting hit in this game hurts a lot. So it's interesting to see where the meta will evolve, because like it's either going to be a bit like Sam Show, right, where everyone's too scared to take hits, so that everyone slows down, or people are just going to go nuts.
You're just going to go in and just kill you, right?
Yeah. Who knows? We've yet to see.
Izanami does take the first round. It looks pretty convincing from what I saw.
Yeah. Izanami only playing like properly playing just yesterday, so like this is just the level that Izanami's at. No matter what game, like Tekken, like any Blaze Blue, etc. Like Izanami's definitely.
She's strong in Tekken. I remember that being a thing. So she's definitely got like a good concept of space. Definitely not new. See, look, jumps over the G.
Who did Izanami playing Guilty Gear? Was it Milia
and Baiken.
And Baiken, yeah. Obviously.
And Eno.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Eno as well. Yeah, that's why like it's like Matera has some Eno characteristics with the short hop.
The thing is when you fight against a player who is very experienced, they might be inexperienced at the game. Like, you know, like saying.
But fundamentals.
Fundamentals, and the thing to worry about is the longer the game goes on, all right, the more that they learn.
Yeah, they're literally watching what you do and just adding it to, like, they're just looking at your tendencies and they're going to punish it immediately.
And that's it. Izanami has won. And is it best of one? Oh, best of three.
Best of three. Like, well, like, it's not best of 5 right now.
Oh, nice.
Anyways,
so, 1 game to Izanami. I don't see this getting much better unless Trainer Ash can really change it up, because those look convincing to me.
All Ferry does need to, like, it's pretty tough to like randomly 5B against Matera because she can just throw a projectile and stuff. So does have to make a somewhat read. Also can opt to use 2M or 2B. I need to stop calling it 2B. It's 2M to go under certain projectiles if you're at a certain ranges. So.
Do the projectiles from Matera disappear if she gets hit?
EX does not.
EX does not. Okay. That's good. But this is looking convincing. There's not... I think... How does spot dodge and rolling work against Matera?
Very well, actually. Rolling is particularly good just because Matera doesn't really have very scary lows. Her 2M is alright, and her slide is alright. But to be honest, if that's all you need to worry about, like advancing, like is you're not really fearful of it. So that's why it's actually against people who roll a lot. Matera has to like poke with 5M, like you've seen there, or like space themselves correctly. So if they mistime the roll, they just fall into a button or something like that. So definitely a lot of work on Matera's side. But roll is pretty good against Matera. It's not against like Ferry. Ferry actually has very good answers to roll, especially with 2M.
2B, yeah.
So it's actually very hard for them to get in. Also, like even if they whiff it, it's just like, well, I'm not even in the jump range right now, so it's still pretty tough to get in.
Izanami takes it.
Yeah.
That was very convincing.
Very, very convincing indeed.
Showing off fundamentals. I was seeing how like she jumped in and jumped back, shot arrows and stuff to make sure that the guy was under control.
Yeah, it's crazy how how much she learned just from yesterday. Yesterday she wasn't even anti-airing with super, but the moment like Ash jumped, it's like
super,
like
yeah,
out
really,
of the air.
really good, really good. So yeah, that's a shame. Trainer, it is round robin, so we'll be seeing a lot more players, even if they lose once or twice. It's round robin, right? So we're seeing quite a few players here.
And we have quite a few good players. We have Dragon Lord, Kiba, like obviously Blaze Blue staples. They're some of our best players, and we have Blackest, like one of our best players from Blaze Blue cross type battle. Like Blackest has a solid concept fundamentals. Like when we first met him, we were all so surprised. Like this guy knows what he's doing. Everything he does is deliberate.
He's good. He's really good.
Very,
and he's I'll say he plays quite calmly as well, which is quite good. Especially in a game like this, that's going to be very important. Losing your nerf, you just get countered by Grand and Die.
With Ferry as well, which he uses, it's definitely going to be a boon to him, especially like not going in too much, throwing the GG. Like, I can't believe his actually name is.
It's named GG, right?
GG, yeah. So
when
you throw the GGs, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like all day. That joke is going to be wasted by the end of the year, I think.
Yeah, everyone's gonna be pretty tired of hearing it. Yeah. Our next match, talking about good players, our next match is, I think, it's D-Blanks versus Blackest.
Yes,
that is
and this is not Blaze Blue cross tag battle, so it's a very, very different game. D-Blanks opting to use Gran and Blackest opting to use Ferry. This is probably quite even, to be honest. Like whoever outplays the other. Gran's buttons you obviously need to worry about, especially with whiff punishing. But Ferry has the range and can throw GG out, so Gran can only either jump in or use the EX Fireball to like buy some time or something like that. So but the fact that he has to use the EX Fireball, but the moment he gets in, like it should be okay. But Ferry does have access to very good TP.
Yeah, she has EX TP, right?
Yeah. The only bad thing about it doesn't hit both sides. So it's very, forward.
Can you, I guess you could jump over it and then
yes, you can jump over it. The privileged DPs in this game are Gran and Catalina.
They hit both sides.
They hit both sides. You can't even roll past it. It just hits. So, yeah.
But I'm wondering how much matchup experience D-Blanks has against Ferry, because from what I've played in most fighting games, characters where they're based around really long, obnoxious range, you need lots of matchup EXP.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much D-Blanks has. Matchup EXP is crucial against these characters, as a character like Ferry.
Yeah.
And Matera,
anytime they can just mix it up. Ferry doesn't need to keep pressing like 5M or 2M or whatever, or throw GG out from out. She could just like jump in the F. She decides she can do like the drill, and just like you don't know, like
that's why
at any time.
That's why you need experience, so you can keep in mind all of her options. Like when I first fought against Blackest, I actually just had no idea. I just getting hit by random things. So D-Blanks, he plays the game a lot more often than I do, for sure. I don't have the game.
Yeah, he definitely plays the game a lot online as well. He's like grinding to get to the S. So,
wow.
Like if you watched a lot of the Granblue streams, so many of the top Street Fighter players are just all SSS now. Just crazy. I expect so much crossover from Street Fighter this year. It's going to be quite exciting.
What about London Street Fighter? Are they getting into it?
Yes, they are. I definitely know Pax, Tyrant, Broski, etc. They're all good Street Fighter players.
I wonder if they've got their sessions elsewhere. You know what I mean? But
nah, I'm sure they do. Like then at the end, like you wouldn't know about secret sessions anyway. Like when NGI have a session, like no one really knows. Like it's understandable, but that's good. I really do hope that it doesn't come down to like everyone being separate. Everyone in the UK especially needs to like band together, get all the experience. Otherwise, you're not beating any of the others. Like I don't think like secret sessions are the way forward. I think everyone should share their tech, like with each other, just so they can start beating like everyone else.
I think are they checking for button check?
Are you Okay, they're just waiting to stop, so let's go right ahead. Now, obviously, these two play each other a lot in other games, but this is Granblue Fantasy versus. It's to be very different, more Street Fighter-like.
Definitely more Street Fighter-like.
And both of them are more or less the same level in Street Fighter, because I played them both in that game, and they're both actually pretty even. So it's going to be interesting to see what it's like in Granblue Fantasy versus. It's a bit of like Street Fighter, but a bit of anime mechanics shoved on top.
Mostly cancels, right? Cancels and rolls and stuff.
Cancels and rolls, yeah. So there's more mechanics to sort of dodge certain things.
Yeah, these guys play each other. Oh boy, these guys play each other quite often in various other games, like you said. So it's just boy.
Yeah, the whiff punishing here is going to be quite crucial for Gran, because that's one of his ways in. One of the best, Gran actually has some of the best buttons in the game, so obviously with punishing certain things is actually a lot easier for him. Especially he has normals like 5H and stuff like that actually linger like very much, so he can get a full, like a half screen punish. You can't get a full screen punish because his best confirm is like EX boot. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And that's the boot.
Gran did so much damage in the first hit.
Yeah, he does.
EXTP is the overhead, that's good.
Yeah, and I think the actual proration system helps him a lot as well, because if the less hits you do in combos in this game, the more damage you tend to do, right? And Gran just tends to hit singles most of the time.
Standing C into C into standing C. Oh, it's time for the Mugen mode.
Yeah, so...
Wake up super.
This will work. It's definitely a punish. Oh, okay, I'm not too sure that was the best punish.
Definitely not the best punish, because you see that he landed after the fireball and then he jumped up again for trying to get a punish. I'm not sure. There's no second thing that comes out.
I think he might have just misinputted it there. I'm not too sure what input that was, because I'm pretty sure Ferry doesn't have some like charge or something like that. Charge.
Yeah.
So it probably just was some misinput of some kind. Very nice dodge from...
Time for the mix.
Blackest there.
Ooh, that dragon... I mean, that's not an invoke dragon anyway, but that's going to cost him a lot of health.
Yeah, that's going to be straight into Skybound. So much damage. Yeah, and that was just from a counter hit. And that was it. Overhead into that. Now, Ferry can do decent damage as well, but she actually has to get setups into the ball. So, very moderate damage. Still good, but obviously not as high as Gran.
There is... Oh, he's in a dangerous spot.
Yeah.
See, the problem is that they're both on fairly low health, and honestly, this is probably advantage to Ferry at this exact moment, in this exact
very,
space.
very close to Skybound as well. So 100% comes out. Definitely the ball is coming out. And I'd imagine Blackest will put D-Blanks like half screen as well. Okay, doesn't matter. He tried
to Yomi DP, man, to counter at minus frames. I don't know how to describe it, but he tried the Umahara, basically.
Yeah, it's basically a frame trap, essentially, right? When you're on minus frames. So.
Oh, Lord!
Yeah, so...
Into the bait. Oh, God, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, and oh, no, he misinput. That was unfortunate.
50-50. Does she not have a good knockdown after that?
She does have good knockdown, but it has to be the EX. Oh, he's dead.
He used the... I wouldn't say he used it to shimmy, but... Blackish tried to do a throw tech there, so you got counter hit by the overhead, and that gives you a full combo, and that hurts.
Yeah, throws in this game people will probably have to get used to because their throw range is actually really, really short. So even I've with like loads of throws that I haven't met with because I expect the range to be a bit longer. But people just have to get used to that. And throw whiffing in this game is a death sentence because counter hits hurt.
Man, I thought that was a 50-50, but because he can cross over, that's actually way better.
It is pretty good, but Gran's one of the few people that can actually punish that by DP.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? D-Black sticking out normals in space, trying to hit the extended hurt box for Ferry.
So he's probably going to try to run in and go for overhead. Yep, Ferry have a very good frame DP. Actually, exactly the same frame rate as Grand, 7 frames. So pretty good.
Ideally, Blackish will try to buy some time to get his DP back, and he has it back now. Remember, in this game, if you use an EX, it puts it on a longer cooldown. You can check the cooldowns underneath the health bar, those squares. Those are the cooldowns of the special attacks.
And I think that's actually one thing that most players will have to get used to. Like, no fighting game has this sort of system, right? So even like Street Fighter players, anime players, they're all going to go in. Once your EX is gone, you don't have it. So
yeah, you don't have like, even the normal version of the move either, so you got to be careful.
And it's going to be so important for matchup knowledge in the future. Like, that's information to your opponent. They'll know you don't have this move, so they'll know that you'll have a reversal, they'll have a fireball, so they know exactly what to do to you.
Like that's the thing about using EX Fireball with Brand in neutral, is that you don't get Fireball after. Yeah. If you actually don't manage to get in, you are pretty screwed. That being said, misses the EX DP for the knockdown.
Yeah, that 2M is so good. Oh no, he actually messed up, unfortunately. Actually, I don't think he had it actually.
I can't remember. I wasn't paying attention to
he did. Now I'm talking about after the confirm, he could go for the special, but he didn't have the special.
Yeah, so. I don't know if
I don't think the skybound art is long enough to actually reach there. So.
I was actually talking about. Is it EX Whip, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if like he had it.
He didn't have it.
Okay. Mixed. Oh, goes for low. Oh. Oh no, and he's in.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. When you're standing at that range, especially for Grand's 5H, it's so difficult to try and punish him for it, but in the corner especially.
Grand is so well-rounded and he does good damage.
Yeah,
really
good damage. Yeah, pretty much everyone's, especially the stats sort of agree right now. The top 100 and the most matches win, like Grand is generally on top. So that's why people say he's the best character in the game currently. Who knows? It might change in the future, but right now.
Whoa, that did so much damage.
Yeah, it is. Surprised he got hit. I think he was trying to spot dodge him, but it didn't work.
Yeah, it's very tough to win against Ferry or Matera if you have like one normal worth of health.
Yeah.
It's very hard. Normally, like in these kind of games, I would expect you to be like strategically trading health to get in. So when you no longer have any health to trade, it's really difficult.
Yeah, in this game it's particularly bad because when your movement in this game, in general in most other fighting games, movement and blocking is usually quite, like, that's the way to forward, especially when you're within a normal death range. But in this game, since movement is a commitment, like a real commitment, like moving forward against a Ferry or a Matera is very scary. So like running against someone, maybe the fastest way, but you're gonna get hit because you can't block in time, and you have to you must do a normal or you must do a dodge. It could be nothing else.
Blackish wins the set, 2-1. It was quite, I would say it's quite close, but I think over time Blackish really got in.
Yeah.
Not got in, but like he got the flow of the match really well. Like he took control.
His positioning is exceptional. So he knew exactly the ranges that Gran had to commit, and forcing Gran to use the EX Fireball at times. And then he's like, okay, now the ball's in my court. You can't jump. You can't roll. What are you gonna do? And D-Max is the one that had to gain. He had to take a risk, like running forward, but he just ate normals. So that's
now
what it is.
we have another. I was gonna say Battle of Destiny.
Like, I assure you two that we didn't rig the brackets for real. Like the only one I will admit to rigging is Angel Dark Soul and Lord Spectre X on stream.
Imagine.
100%.
Imagine.
100%. Because no matter how I randomize, it always happens. So I just give up.
It reminds me
I must rig it.
It reminds me when we do Arcana Heart, and I'm always like, oh, first match Angel. It's like, well, I guess that's how it is.
It is. In Arcana Heart, at least it makes more sense, right? Because usually, there's only a certain amount of players, so like if you're in the same group, it's like whatever. But no matter what game, every single game, I get Lord Spectre X and Angel in the same group or whatever. I just sit there going,
I guess that's how it be.
How? But how? And I've given up because there's no point explaining it to them because blatantly I've rigged it. And I've just accepted that even though I didn't. So
now we have Kiba Versa Dlc. These guys have been long-time rivals in BlazBlue. But this isn't BlazBlue, so I don't know what's going on here.
The thing is, I love watching this, right? Because no matter what, Kiba is going to look peeved at the end.
Yeah,
like, even if he plays well, he plays badly, like, anything Dragon Lord does, like, Kiba is going to, like, even though, like, Dragon Lord made a great decision and Kiba gets hit, Kiba's just going to say, why did you do that? That's so stupid. Then you learn it, but you got hit.
But I wonder if that will hold true for Granblue, though. I'm not sure what his like outlook on it is. Because I know in BlazBlue, yeah, he's exactly like that. Yeah. But in terms of
Dragon Lord has decided to play Luane, so his Luane is very good, and Kiba opting to use Matera. So characters-wise, playstyles-wise, Kiba probably has a slight advantage here because obviously he's played these sort of characters like Matera before, like Izayoi, etc., etc. But Dragon Lord, let's just say in most other fighting games, I can't really compare anyone to Luane. So
yeah.
Right now, anyway, due to his Super Skybound and his Skybound, I really can't pin him really on a playstyle. But Dragon Lord, really, really good in no matter what game he plays.
Yeah.
So
both these players are really good in what they play.
You can't underestimate them.
They're not like. They may not be super top in the games they don't play too often, but definitely in their main games, they are top players.
Top players, easy.
And they're both focusing their efforts on this game now, so I'm expecting good things, especially out of DLZ. I played DLZ before.
DLZ, the way he uses Super Skybound is really annoying. It's just like, you think you have like ranged like dodge, and he just like comes forward, and you're like, oh wait, oh. I don't have the range anymore. Fuck. It's like, oh damn.
Let's see how this goes. Obviously, I haven't seen Kiba play. I haven't seen DLZ play Luane, but I know that both these players are, like you said, very strong.
Yeah. The thing that makes them both really strong, funnily enough, is their defense. Both of them can block so well, and they block every overhead. So let's see what actually happens. So this is, I actually think this is more in Matera's favor, actually, because the scariest thing about Luane is actually like Caterpillar. That setup is not that scary at range, and the best time to use that is actually in the corner, like Dragon Lord is using. But yeah, in the corner, however, holy crap, Luane does unblockable setups, and
Kiba's defense is so good.
Yeah, it's so good. That is teching, like prediction teching as well.
Both showing off what they've learned from BlazBlue.
Yeah, so the tough thing here, obviously, Kiba, I'm not too sure how much he's played this matchup, but ideally he doesn't want to put Luane under 30 right now. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very tough for him if he doesn't know how to dodge all of Super Skybound Drazel.
I think that's only valid if he's able to get him to, like, say, 31 and kill him from 31. Yeah. Which is going to be quite difficult.
I think that's what the meta's going to evolve into. Like, the more when I faced Dragon Lord, he was really good, but I started just, like, making sure he was above 30 and then killed him with Super Skybound. I started deliberately getting hit myself so I would get access to Super Skybound so I could kill him with one shot. That's what evolved into. It's crazy.
It reminds me a lot of, you know, Persona 4 Arena, where like you want to take them from out of awakening to dead.
Yeah.
Rather than
it's kind of like that. You're right.
Oh, it's time for combos. Big damage into setup. You gotta block that. If you don't block that, the game's over.
Yep.
And he's 9% away from Yggdrasil. He is now got Yggdrasil. But, oh no! Oh.
I'm surprised he didn't Super Skybound that. That was a ticket out.
I think he might have tried to input it.
Probably, yeah.
Because he got hit by like a random blow, right? So
I'm glad to see these two, no matter what game they play, it's always usually really even.
This looks really good right now. That being said, he's in a bad position. He's in the corner. And the late teching is really taking away a lot of Kiba's health. The good dodge on the sliding. What's his teammate called?
I don't even know their names, to be honest.
I know Luane, but what's his bros called?
Just call him bros, isn't it? Just way.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, the bro...
Way 1 and way 2. Way 1, way 2.
I don't even know the differences between them. Oh, he's got to get out there. Yeah, you do not want to be sitting on top of the butterflies. Especially with there's two of them, that's like a lot of damage.
Kiba's reactions to defense are so good right now. Like, he's reacting to every overhead, reacting to every grab, like, on time. Dragon Lord's slightly, because he's...
Oh, the Yumi counter!
He has to deal with this. Yep, that's it. It's over.
Is that unblockable?
It's not unblockable, but it's hard to deal with because you can't do anything to when Catalina bot is out. Even after the hits happen, there is no gap to DP.
So basically, Kiba just got Arcsist.
Yeah. So like Lil Wayne generally has set play, so that's what makes him so scary. Like unblockable set play in the corner.
Takes a lot of conditioning to get someone out of the way. Yay!
Yeah, so Lil Wayne still has to play well to get them into that situation in the first place, obviously. But the moment it happens, kind of unfair, to be honest.
Dragon Lord Z is going for... One thing, though, is that due to the way late Tekken works, you still lose the health for it.
Yeah.
DLZ has gotten a lot of mileage of Kiba's reactionary play rather than guessing play. Yeah. So you see a lot of like throw attacks that are late, you're still minus, see, and you still lose health. I think that's going to be one thing to use as well. Is like use it as a way to get chip damage, basically. And that is disgusting, dude.
Yeah, like that in the corner. Like if you don't block the Wayne stuff, perfectly understandable. Like it's either unblockables coming or like Catalina bot where you can't do anything. It's just like, well, cool beans.
Good counter. Oh no! So like. What's funny is that I think that's Matera's universal overhead, right? I think if you have butterflies, that basically kills you.
Yeah, it's very good because it sort of goes a little bit backward as well. So like usually if you do it correctly, you're out of range for a lot of DPs besides like Grands and Catalinas and stuff like that. Yeah. So it's really good.
I think, yeah. You're trying to spot dodge those. You can't spot dodge it once the butterfly is on top of you because it explodes and will probably punish your spot dodge.
Dragon Lord trying to actually get the food and try to get meter, I assume, but like Kiba not falling for it at all. That was a very good universal overhead.
Remember that universal overheads on counter hit actually give you full combos.
Yep, very scary. And that's going to be the meta in this game because, especially in the corner, right? You can actually the shimmy in this game actually isn't a you can shimmy normally, obviously, but the shimmy in this game actually is running forward, expecting them to tech and then overhead them. Yeah. for a free
full counter hit combo. Yeah. Oh, there's a counter hit. Can he end it?
I think he might just have enough life. Oh no, maybe not.
And that's it. Dragon Lord takes it.
Yeah,
that was quite convincing. It was looking really good for Kiba, and then he got hit.
The thing is, yeah, the defense, but you can only have so much defense against set play in the corner. So
because Matera doesn't even have an EXDP option. She actually
she has the super skybound. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, and that only works here on low health, and it's highly punishable as well.
There's not much you can do against Lil Wayne in the corner, especially with someone with very poor defense as Matera. When he does an unblockable setup, you have to have a DP or super skybound. But then you have to see the setup immediately, and if Catalina bot is on you, forget it.
Yeah,
like
but at least if you have the Catalina bot, it isn't unblockable, right?
Huh?
It's not unblockable because the unblockable is the
the
bros.
The bros, yeah. But if he has Catalina bot, you basically have to block and wait for the first string to happen before it even happens. No point like DPing. He's going to block. Wait for Catalina bot. Catalina bot active for so long. Like,
is it an EX? It's not, is it?
The Catalina bot is down A. The EX is the missiles.
Is the missiles, yeah.
So the normal punchy one is the A version.
It's A version. The B version is the beam.
Yeah, it's the melty blood beam. So
that's interesting to know because, like, you know, if he doesn't have to spend EX on it, he doesn't even have to commit a resource.
Yeah.
Whereas the bros, EX bros is the unblockable, but it's EX bros, right?
And the thing is with the Wayne, I don't think the bros are good, right? But they're not really good in neutral per se. Like Catalina bot is the one that brings like the hurt always, because like missiles are amazing, really stupid. Do you know missiles? I've tried it there, but they for some reason, and me Dragon Lord can't really work it out. When you do invincible moves, the missiles don't care. They just hit you.
They just hit you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And missiles can actually set up a unblockable setup with a Drazel. So if you fire the missiles and use the Drazel, if they did not jump, or actually they had to pre-jump the missiles. If they're on the floor, that's it, they're dead. One missile stays on screen, puts them in block stun, unblockable, you're dead.
Nice.
So yeah, there's unblockable setups from hidden missiles.
That's great. Lil Wayne sounds absolutely fair.
I think his neutral isn't great, but you know.
Now that's the payoff you always have. It would be absolutely insane to have good set play and good setups and good normals and good damage.
Yeah.
You know, they call it a top tier character, you know?
The thing is, I actually, I didn't think too much of the counter before, but now that I think about it, the more I play this game, I actually think the counter is really good. Because frame run is being good, obviously, but in a lot of other games, like counters generally aren't great, right? But in this game, it's particularly good because throw range is so raw. So usually people won't go for throw. People will like do plus normals or stuff like that. But yeah, because the throw range is so short, you can see the throw coming from miles, so they're more likely to press a normal or something like that. And counter is perfect.
And throw damage isn't that high either.
Yeah.
So yeah, the chance of normals coming out is much higher. Does it counter projectiles? Like if he hits a projectile, does he attack after?
I don't think it does, no.
Okay. Oh, so it's pretty decent still.
It's so good because you could just like if someone's trying to frame trap, you just do it.
Our next match is Kiba versus I don't know actually.
It's Mr. E. It looks like.
Oh no! Or is Mr. E just like?
Is it Mr. E? This is gonna be the thing. Is like Kupo is an incredibly solid player, and Mr. E is as well. But usually Mr. E decides to play like a degenerate, and Kupo is a solid player. But when he gets another degenerate on the other side, he becomes a degenerate also.
I think he's playing Gran right now.
Yeah.
I thought he doesn't play. Does he play Gran?
Huh?
Does he play Gran?
He can play Gran. Yeah.
I guess you can't play Gran.
Yeah, everyone plays Gran. I have a pocket Gran. Everyone, basically, all you need to learn with Gran, learn the anti-air combo and learn the corner combo. That's it, you're playing Gran all day. then just press 5H and then counter hit. You're like, oh, cool. Boot.
I think we're waiting for an opponent right now.
Is it Spectre? Okay.
Lord Spectre X.
So Spectre having a bit of a character crisis with this game. He's finally settled to Catalina, it seems.
For now?
Yeah, for now. I'm not too sure if Spectre decides to change his mind, but it could happen. The thing is, this game is relatively simple, so changing characters is actually pretty easy, to be honest. But Catalina's a good pick. The funny thing about Catalina is that the first tier lists and stuff like that, like especially Kiyomi's tier lists and stuff like that, put them near bottom. But now everyone's played with it, like all of a sudden everyone says she's top. So that's the strange part.
Her normals are so fast.
Normals are really solid, like really good frame rate.
The main thing about them is that because they're so fast and they're so long, she can punish a lot of normals on block. So for example, Percival, any B normal or any C normal that Percival throws out, she can punish it on block with 2B. And I think that's like pretty insane. In the corner, that means if you try to like mash out, so you try to 5B out of pressure, and she blocks it, and you try to press Fireball, she'll actually hit you before the Fireball comes out.
I think Catalina's really solid. Having the tools, really good tools. I guess the jump-ins aren't amazing. Besides that, amazing. I think it's actually her jump U. That's probably our best normal. Air normals are okay, I guess. So, but then again, she never wants to jump in the air. This is a very grounded game.
She's gonna 5B you for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
It reminds me a lot of like Persona 4 Arena, like Mitsuru, where her air normals aren't great, but her 5A, bruh.
Yeah, like bruh.
Except now she has a Fireball, and she probably isn't like plus a million. So, yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, that's normal. So yeah, Catalina's buttons are really good. The only thing about with normals like that, I guess if you get complacent, people can read it. But because Catalina can mix between 5M and 2M, which are both amazing normals, that's when the mix-up comes in. Especially when people want to roll against 5M. Like her 2M as a check is so good, especially at range, because it just catches you. And if you don't punish it anyway, you just roll, it's just like, okay, you can't punish me anyway.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
Now she is footsies.
Yeah, she is footsies. Like, I actually recall facing Zero Q online, and I won the first match, and then all he did for the second and third match, he won eventually, was stay at that full screen range and just wait for me. And then there was nothing I could do. I could random like blankable, but then he just like doesn't do much. Yeah.
Oh lord, that's decent damage.
It's not grand damage, but it's actually pretty good damage.
Pretty good, yeah. Oh, gets counted by an overhead, but doesn't get a combo. Go for the EXTP.
Yeah, you don't need to jump against. Since Catalina and Gran have privileged 5As, they can actually just check every DP. So good patience from Lord Spectre. Okay.
Kupo showing off how good his melty blood skills are right there. With a 2A, 2A.
I don't even think like normals in multi blood are as good as his 2A.
That's true.
It's like it's basically 6 frame and it's +3.
Nice.
So not good.
Definitely as whoa, the confirmed range. That's a lot of damage.
That actually is a lot of damage. Was that count to hit? I didn't see.
I did not see. I think it's an anti-air combo.
Okay.
So that's why he gets a lot of damage and a good corner carry.
And this is why it's interesting to see how the meta is actually evolving, because anti-air is like, this is why like everyone's starting to stay on the ground now, because just getting hit by an anti-air
just hurts.
It just hurts so much, right? So
characters that like it's all about ground normals now.
Yeah,
I would say. So like that's why I'm expecting Percival to get better over time as well. But we'll see how it goes. Oh lord, that's going to hurt. Almond go to knockdown.
but everyone has different opinions. It's like D-Blanks were telling me like he doesn't think that Charlotte is S at all, and it's like, what do I fear from her, really? If I stay on the ground, what does she do? And I just sit there going, you're right, but you know. But the thing is, she's really explosive. This is why I retain she's still probably S right now, but the meta will can and will change. So we'll see.
Your Spectre going really nuts with those buttons. Not in like an absolute uncontrollable way, but he's really spacing those out and getting good converts off them. Using the fireball to check you as well.
Yeah. Catalina, I need to check the frame data on it, but it looks faster. It doesn't mean it's faster than Grand's Fireball. She might have the edge slightly in Fireball game, but I actually don't know. That was a deep jumping, so he GG. That was a good answer from Spectre. Oh, that was a free punish. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, the long range, the long rangeness of Catalina, and the fact that she also has a fireball and she has a good attack to hit you in case it does actually hit you. That's a really good combination.
Yeah, it can be, her 5M can be with punish, obviously, but the thing is she can mix it up between like 5M and 2M, like so often is like, you know, sometimes you won't get the punish. I think Grand can actually, funnily enough, use a 2 heavy to punish both, because it actually hits very low at the start, but it's still risky as hell. So you know,
I think the main thing though is that getting Catalina's 5B and 2B to whiff in the first place is very difficult if it doesn't have a lot of startup. That means that as soon as you're within range, you press it.
They don't have a lot of startup at all. It's like I think her 5M is an 8-frame button and her 2M is a 9-frame button.
That's so fast.
Yeah, really quick.
This is not where you want to be if you're a Catalina, but luckily, gets a hit into Troy, gets out.
That's it.
Oh boy, but he's not end the corner.
Yeah.
As in, like, he doesn't get the bounce because it's too far away. That would have been almost dead, actually, because he had super as well.
Yeah, that's most definitely dead. Very well done for Will Spectre.
And Spectre takes it quite convincingly. Cooper walks away. Nice. So that match went absolutely as expected. 5B into 5 was alright, you know.
Yeah. It's really good. The thing is, it does so much damage in this game. You can play that game, like, and it's you just get chipped away, and I think that's it.
Yeah, the chip damage is really high. It almost feels like about a third of the damage is chip.
The thing is, the chip was even worse in the beta. Like it was. Like right now, it's toned down. Like before, the chip was ridiculous. This is why Fairy was like undisputed top tier, because like she throws the ball on you, you're like, oh,
yeah.
And then like a third of your life disappears, and you're sitting there going, why? But yeah, it's definitely part of the game. This is why I'm interested to see how the neutral evolves in this game. Is either going to go to a Sam show, like I said before, or it's going to go to something like everyone's not going to care. But the thing is, things damage so the damage hurts so much in this game. I'm pretty sure it might sort of head towards the Sam show. Like getting singular hits into Fireball might be the way of the game now.
I think
instead of actually putting yourself at risk.
Exactly. I think it will be chip damage focused game. That's my estimate anyway, right? From someone who doesn't play the game, who's looking on, just because of the amount of chip damage you take, and how good the chip damage moves are, like a Fireball, right? I think what will happen is you will obviously try to go for combos if you can, but if you can't, you will settle for a blocked Fireball. It takes enough health for it to really mean, like, you'll take it, you know? And I think what will happen is you'll get to a point where if you don't necessarily need to open people, you just need to chip them and make them scared of the chip, and then you punish their attempts to escape. Which is, I don't know that many games are like that, but I would say it's like a very more reasonable version of Amane in BlazBlue, where Amane is looking to make you block stuff and punish your escape. rather than actually trying to open you up. Like
Yeah,
if Amane opens you up, you screwed up.
All right, Diabetic Bread actually opting to use Lowain. Interesting. Radiant are going to stick with Zeta. I'm not too sure if Radiant's going to use Zeta in the future, but it seems he's actually settled on it.
He's playing Zeta forever.
Yeah.
Unless Claris comes out, no jokes.
Yeah, his actual waifu in the Granblue Fantasy.
Yeah.
So I told him like to give it up. She's not popular.
she's quite popular, but the problem about, well, first of all, it's not about, I don't think it's about popularity in the first place.
It's how they translate to the game, essentially. This is why I'm saying she still doesn't translate to the game very well. So.
I don't. What would she do?
Like even say someone like Magisa is popular, right? It doesn't mean she translates to this game correctly.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. So like.
I mean, the only way to make a character like that work is to make it play like Rhiannon from Aquaparza, where the character just does all sorts of stuff.
Doesn't mean it works in this game, though.
Exactly.
So.
Misses the sweep. I'm not sure how tight it is.
The sweep or the pigeon steps?
Up barge into down into sweep. I'm not sure how tight it is.
It's pretty tight. You have to execute immediately.
Okay. Anyways, he's got quite a strong fit too. He managed to get the way into the corner and just go in. But, it's time.
Yeah, it's interesting. Seeing the different playstyles between like Dragon Lord and Diabetic Bread. Diabetic Bread opting to actually be as close as possible and playing a rushdown style.
There's a lot of throws.
Yeah.
But throws are good anyway, right?
Yeah, throws are good for baiting spot dodges and rolls, so he just did it there. So it's pretty good.
I'm expecting big shimmy games coming out soon. Yeah, I don't know about rolling that, spot dodging it, because she lands and then she gets the punish.
There's no point. In trivia, you're going to try something, you might as well just press a button.
Yeah. Uh-oh, good counter.
Oh no, no confirm.
But I expected like, no.
Oh, time to play the minigame.
I know for one, Riddick does not know how to play this minigame.
Yeah, there's unblockable. Yeah, you're gonna get chipped.
Spot that.
No, he should.
Super!
Nah, he wasn't actually in range.
No, her super goes downwards.
Yeah, but to punish that at that range, because there's only a few frames you've got to punish it away. You already have to be doing the move by the time that the flash happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, if you want to use a lunge super or something like that, you already have to have done the super before the flash ends.
But you know when that's going to happen.
Yeah, of course. He should have done it. Like you said, you have to do it before the flash ended.
I see. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you do it like in the middle of the flash. Because hers goes down, you can jump in the air and dive down. But what a shame.
Yeah, basically what. It's over. That's definitely going to do enough damage.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Radiant takes the first game.
If Diabetic Bread actually just did the Super Skybound a little bit better, like basically like did the push away or something like that, it probably would have killed him. But he opted for like lightning like multiple times in a row. If he did pillars, however, I think he actually might have won. To be honest, because the pillars actually I think Dragon Lord estimates about 5 frames. The pillars basically unreactable.
Yeah, it's unreactable.
So yeah, it's probably a good idea to do that.
Yay! Yeah, this is a bad spot to be in. I haven't seen any use of the Lowain counter. He probably needs to use it against Zeta, especially against the pigeon steps, right?
Yeah.
Because it stops you and then counters. But I'm not sure if maybe it whiffs.
You cannot. You have to spot dodge if you're going to make it whiff. You cannot hit it and block. You must spot dodge. I tried it against Dragon Lord multiple times. I tried to like hit it and then block immediately. It doesn't work. So you have to spot dodge.
Diabetic Bread needs to stop spot dodging the pigeon steps, but we'll see how it goes.
Like he should maybe like block 2 and then like try to attempt. You can go for a counter or you can go for the high counter.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, go for like. Oh, there's a counter. Finally, we see it. Those footsies. I say footsies. That is punished for one block, but he went for it anyway because he's got so much health to play with. And not just that, if it hits, I'm pretty sure he wins. Actually, no, it doesn't. Way!
Yeah. The unfortunate thing about the brothers is that they can all be taken care of and Lowain at the same time by one single jump A as they come down. So it's a good move to use when you're facing Lowain.
Radiant takes that. It was pretty convincing.
Yeah, it was
not
pretty
gonna
convincing.
lie.
Yeah.
Not that was that's a shame.
Yeah. Just Diabetic Bread not reacting to certain things he should. Like Zeta is actually full of holes in that corner, so you can actually press buttons or like decide to disrespect.
But would you press buttons as Lowain though?
I would definitely counter at the very least.
Yeah, I would definitely use more counter, especially after pigeon steps, right?
Yeah.
But I think it might also be a case of lack of matchup experience, because he probably thought that the spot dodge would work at some point and she might have landing recovery. To me, it looks like a lack of matchup experience. And in games like these, matchup experience is, I wouldn't say everything, but it's a lot of the game.
Right now, especially because of the damage, is definitely a lot of the game. So, like, knowing your exact punishes, knowing what tools you can use at a time, and especially with the cooldown system as well, it's going to be an interest. Like, everyone's at the start right now. Like, it's basically week 1.5, right? I wonder how different the game is going to be, like, at the end of the year. It's going to be crazy.
We'll see how it goes. We've got the Arc World Tour.
Yeah, and we have multiple new characters coming on the way. So
yes, actually, that's going to
change
up everything,
it's going to shake
right?
up. Like, the moment you get certain... The funny thing about this meta especially, right? Let's say if the meta is very, you know, raggo. Let's go in, like, press button, do as much damage as before. Then characters like La Diva and maybe even Vasaraga end up being quite good. But the moment it becomes poke heavy and, like, you know, Catalina, Gran, all of a sudden La Diva isn't good anymore. So it matters what this meta decides to settle on. And a new character could shake it up immediately. So
what's the next character coming out? It's Narumir, right?
Yeah, Narumir.
I think in a Street Fighter style game, I think I've only seen one character that plays like that looks like they use Iaido, other than Ukyo, and it was Uruyuki Hime in Blade Arcus.
There's another character as well. It's what's that? Is it Last Blade?
Last Blade, Hibiki.
Yeah, Hibiki. Hibiki uses it as well.
Yeah, and I think like those characters normally just survive on pokes, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to, if there's going to be a poke character, it's going to be her.
And now, like we said, we don't rig this, but it is Angel Darksong versus Lord Spectre X. And Angel Darksong just, like, Angel Darksong didn't really have a character crisis because he just sort of played. But at the start, if I recall, actually went onto La Diva for a little while as well, and then like just finally settled the Gran.
He's like, screw it, I'm playing Gran. See, the character I'm most looking forward to, if the characters come out, like they haven't all been announced yet. I want Vera, to be honest. But either Vera or Zoe.
I think they're actually solid picks for popularity-wise as well. Also, I think Vera will probably be a bit easier to add into this game, but Zoe is possible as well.
Zoe should be like a weapon master. She, like, imagine changing stances. She takes
but she has the dragons as well, so it'll be a bit. It's already exists, like Fairy already exists, so it's not too hard, to be honest. Vera will be easiest, obviously, because it's just, you know, do moves into swords. Into
you can see that Angel Darksong has definitely not done any training mode grinding because he did not go into 50%.
Yep.
But he's just gonna.
He just press stand heavy again. Why not, right?
I was like, standing heavy is a minus on block, yeah, but standing heavy though.
Yeah.
Just did it again anyway.
I need to check the active frames of that, and unfortunately that frame data isn't there, but it must linger for 10 years, man. It's just so scary. It wasn't the counter hit, so it's fine.
Oh, the standing C out of Clash. Has Arcana Heart taught you nothing? But you know what it hits.
But in Arcana Heart, you can block instantly. In this game, you can't. So
yeah, but you can also spot dodge, though, innit?
You can spot dodge, yeah. You have to do a move, no matter what. You cannot block. So.
Well, yeah.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, Lord Spectre just got absolutely buttoned to death.
Yeah. The thing is that this match was probably even, to be honest. It looks like it to me.
I was watching him play in the corner, you know, it was going well for Lord Spectre, and now he just got buttoned.
Well, you know, tournament, like, casual play, very different, as we all know, so.
Some people could, you know, decide to stop trolling, and that's the people I hate the most. People such as me.
The thing is, Angel plays better the moment like he gets into stressful situations, and he just goes all out. And this type of game actually does facilitate that type of mindset.
Yeah.
At times. So he's playing the right character at the very least. Oh no! He could have got a good combo from that.
Yeah. It sounds anime as beep.
Angel at least knows to not Dragon Punch on Wake Up, because Lord Spectre X is definitely checking with 5A.
Yeah, he's checking, and also like long range makes the punish big as well. Oh boy, a good Amare. Oh, it doesn't get a combo because it wasn't a close normal.
That's should be it with Skybound. Oh no, just missed it.
Wasn't close enough to the corner.
Don't. Yep. Very, very good patience with Spectre.
He's not in chip range yet. That's the thing. He can do two. He can block 2 more chip attacks in this game. From what I've heard from people, if a move would be enough to chip you, it will leave you on 1.
Yeah, you must get to 0 essentially, or 1. Then the chip happens. Even if you do a multi-hit move, it has to be on before you do the next one. So.
He's using the sweeps to go under the fireball rather than using spot.
The thing is, I've played Angel like quite a lot online, and surprisingly, believe it or not, I said it to him. He took he probably took it as an insult, but I didn't mean it. Like I mean it like genuinely. This is the most fundamentals I've ever seen Angel play ever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like most other games, he plays like a scumbag. Like presses this button, like press it all the time. But here, he's actually spacing. He's anti-airing. I just sit there going.
I'm very surprised.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Definitely, it's like, damn, for us two, definitely. Like, no matter what game we play him in. Like,
whoa, he just swept the overhead.
It's 7 frames, so why not, right?
Look at that sweep.
Oh, anti-air?
I'm not gonna lie. The way it looks right now, I think Angel Dawson only has 1 button on his stick, and it's just basically a C button. Like,
oh no, you could have won. Like, he is.
Oh, that's game.
Do you know how many times Angel could have won there? Or just heavy. Oh, you won. Oh, maybe not.
Maybe he wasn't expecting it to hit. You know, I mean, he was just like, oh, it hit. Oh, it hit. 1-1. Strangely quite even. I'm not gonna say anything. Strangely. Oh my
god! The stream slowed down in slow-mo for us, just to emphasize how stupid that
was a guilty Strive counter hit right there.
Lovely.
Nice combo, dude.
The thing is, Spectre shouldn't actually DP there. Gran could definitely just 5A check that, so it's not too great.
I'm seeing more sweeps in this match than I've seen ever.
Do you know what? I take that back. I think Angel's found the button to press, and it's sweet. And why not, right?
Oh man, there's another. Oh, I guess a counter hit. Oh, but did he get a combo? The counter hit sound in this game sounds. I don't know. It doesn't seem too obvious, but.
It's actually pretty obvious just because of the nice counter on the side. It's actually very easy to see in my opinion. So I actually know what the counter. Oh, very nice anti-air.
Because counter hit overhead is definitely a combo.
Yeah.
Oh my lord. Okay, I think Angel Dawson is starting to just like stop giving a.
This is the Angel we know.
Oh, full combo.
Definitely a lot of damage.
He keeps his EXDP.
Surprisingly, actually anti-air there. That's plus. Nice.
What? Alright, okay. Alright, safe in it. Alright, safe. Oh, nice. That is an answer.
Oh, he doesn't know to confirm. So if you 2A into 5A into boot, that's usually the confirm. But Angel didn't do it. Obviously, not being in trainer mode. So this is actually just Angel's fundamentals showing right now.
Yeah, the fundamentals of pressing 5C against the fireball.
And then like pressing like 5U, I mean 2U.
Oh yes! Show him what footsies is, isn't it?
Actual footsies.
Oh, that's a lot of. Oh, never mind.
Angel, I mean, Spectre actually.
That might have been a height issue. He might have stopped it due to height.
Oh no, he actually pressed the wrong button there. That was definitely not the boot.
Dashing sweep! I bet it goes on the droid.
It probably does. It goes on the fireballs, so why not on the droid?
Yes, it's got to go on the droid, right? Wait,
oh, no, that legit spacing. That was legit spacing. He's dead. Oh, okay. Oh no, he did a skybomb. Okay.
That's probably just to get a knockdown.
Yeah. I don't think he gets a sell up from this, but it's still good damage, regardless.
I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I've seen this. I've normally seen the other one.
Ah, yeah, I see. That's still fine. Like,
and they both have the same amount of health. Whoa! I did not know that crossed up. But that is it.
That is the button that everyone presses. That is a good one.
That was too close for comfort.
Yeah, that was pretty good for Angel, despite him not actually knowing the combos. But
yeah, exactly. But he was blatantly just mashing.
yeah. A lot of the time he was just mashing. But you know, it is what it is.
I'm gonna show you the power on my 2U.
It's like 2U is so good.
And it's castable to fireball and block as well.
Yep.
So nice.
I don't know why to decide, but main character privileges, I guess.
Look, man, Ryu from Super Turbo, isn't it?
Yeah.
For some reason, in that version, he could do sweep as a fireball.
Yeah, of course.
So next we have E versus Keebs.
And E plays a very different type of Gran.
Oh,
a very degenerate Gran.
Oh, great.
100% DP.
So he has no respect for frames.
No.
Frames is minus frames
Like,
is a state of mind.
Believe me, when I face E, I just know you just have to make sure you're facing E, because like on every one of my plus frames, it's that DP is coming up. So I go, okay, I'm baiting it.
Like I said, you know, from the mouth of Ridian himself, and many other people here share the same sentiment. Minus on block is a state of mind.
Yeah, it is. Minus on block is definitely a state of mind.
And for E, it's a state of mind that he's not interested in, clearly. And from the amount of games that he's played, I don't think he's ever respected frames, unless it was Amane. Amane is the only time I've ever seen respect frames. That's because Amane doesn't have a DP, so he doesn't have a choice. Yeah. Then you have Ridian, who like has no DP, and disrespects anyway. Like, that's fantastic.
Sometimes it's the best thing to do, especially when you got people trying to bait you and stuff like that. You know, it's a mind game.
I think the problem is that like it's in fighting game terms, morally unacceptable.
No. But well, it matters, isn't it? It's like if you think someone's gonna do something, like you get into their mind, why not do it? Like it's the best thing to do, right? It's like when Dragonlord like tries to bait my DP, I literally EX slashes and wake up, and it goes legit. It's stupid, but in that situation, the best thing you can be on.
Oh, that's a nice anti-air. I don't know how much damage. Oh, that turned around by accident. I'm pretty sure it wasn't meant to.
Yeah, so anti-airs are really, really good. They're just not air unblockable. So, you know, someone can come in with the block button or whatever. And,
oh, God.
Yeah, that's the DP we're talking about. And also, we probably have to ban these colors in the future, but these golden colors make it very hard to see EXs.
Yeah.
As in, that DP was an EX and no one could see it because of the color. So it probably has to be banned.
Please ban your gold colors. In fact, we might have to tell E and everyone else after this.
It's a casual tournament, so I don't particularly care. But in an official tournament, for Sakura Fight Fest and stuff like that, yeah, I'm banning it.
Definitely banned forever, yeah?
Definitely banned forever, definitely banned for Sakura Fight Fest.
I do think what it should do is it should use like a filtering layer to shine a different color.
Like green or something like that?
Green, red. Or it might be based on like the color itself. So you know in Arcana Heart your effects and your fireballs are based on the color of your character.
Yeah.
It might be something like that.
Sure.
That being said, Kiba is putting work into E because, to be honest, Matera is the character to punish DPs with. If you're going to be a really mashy DP heavy guy, Kiba and Matera is the character to punish you because she's gonna best of 5 you. You know?
But he should know better because he actually uses Matera as well, so he should know what Matera can do. Doesn't mean you can stop it, obviously, but
he can know better.
Yeah,
but he may not. He chooses not to.
Yeah, he chooses to play a certain style.
Oh God!
There we go. I said it and it happens. Great.
All right, safe. I see how it is.
Yeah. The thing is, they got very different styles, so obviously this might play into the matchup somewhat. But Kiba's defense is much better than E's. So I think that might be the deciding factor here. But who knows?
Is his defense better than E's, or have we just never seen E defend?
E just chooses not to defend, so you might as well just consider it having like
zero defense.
Zero defense. Just consider it zero defense. If man does not want to block, then he doesn't block. As far as I'm concerned.
That's true, isn't it? Nice. That should hurt a fair bit.
Yeah, this
oh Lord, Matera.
Into the setup. But Kiba does know about the setup, so he should know how to block it. E, very good mind games there to not activate it at all.
It would be pretty good mind games if you didn't go mid.
Yeah. Mid is the ultimate mind game in this game.
Dispense the mids, dudes. Oh, and it's time for Kiba to do damage. This goes straight for the Scavenger.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could have saved a little bit more health, but hey. Oh boy!
Oh no, this is death. Oh no, he missed it.
Height issues.
Yes, Super Skybound.
Does he block?
He does.
Can you punish?
Yeah, he can punish. Matera has 5M, surprisingly long.
It is pretty damn long.
It's so long. I can't believe I can't really whip punish it correctly sometimes as well. It's like, what the? Why is this button so good?
Oh, thing is, if I remember correctly, Matera doesn't do a lot of damage until you get into the corner. Her movement is so nice.
She can actually, off a counter hit anti-air, she can get a lot of damage. She basically puts you to almost to the corner, but she has to get a counter hit. So it is what it is.
Cross under into throw. Oh.
Oh, that's facing with the overhead. This is the shimmy in this game. The shimmy.
Kiba takes it very convincingly.
Yeah.
Matera's worst matchup is Matera because Matera has no DPs to get around Matera's stuff.
Yeah, a lot of Matera setups can actually be like long range, like DPs with good range can actually hit it.
Things like Percival's EX, right?
Yeah, Percival's EX, Grand's DP, Catalina's DP. Still good, but you know, it is what it is, in that situation.
When Matera has no answers to Matera's own stuff.
Yeah, you have to super skybound and hope. That's unfortunate. That's your matchup.
That is definitely
you
your matchup.
should have won neutral then.
I think we are now looking for another game. Enjoy those X-Fed chairs. They're comfortable.
They are comfortable, but Ray O'Connor will be back in a moment.
I think. Oh, they're looking at. I know everyone's all looking at the bracket quite intensely. I think we're just waiting for games.
It looks like Dragon Lord and Kiba have advanced. I don't think they can. Yeah, I think there's only 1 or 2 games, but I think Kiba and Dragon Lord are set to advance from Group B.
Can I see the bracket?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see.
But the first group, I'm not too sure. I don't think some games need to be played. Obviously, one more person adds so many games, so obviously they have to wait.
Set wins. Okay, so there's 6 players in that one. 0-5, 1-4. Oh, so that group is done. So
yeah, the group is done essentially. So there's no other games.
Where's Group 2? Let's see.
Somewhere.
Oh, what's in Group 2? There's a lot of games that needs to be played in Group 2. Blackest is currently 5-0, D-Blanks 3-1, Spectre 3-1, Kupo 2-3, Diabetic Red 2-3, Radiant 1-4, oops, Angel Darkson 0-4. Maybe Angel Darkson's glad he didn't money match Rubs in Granblue.
The thing is, he came really close to beating Lord Spectre as well, so I'm surprised he actually got 0-4.
Look, man, it doesn't matter if you're very close. If you lost all the
Yeah,
games.
if you lost, yeah. Doesn't mean if you're close. Was it 0-2?
Yeah, pretty much.
Was it close though?
It was close though, wasn't it?
It was close though. It was close. Oh, obviously.
To everyone, all everyone saw was the match you played on stream and the 0-5.
Yeah.
So there's no way he's going out of the group, right?
Just to let you know, as a TO, for all the people out there, I don't care how close it was. Just tell me the damn score, right? I don't care how close it was, right? Like, you're wasting 5 seconds of my time. Like, just tell me the score, please. Just
tell me the score. Yeah. So
you tell your friends it was close.
We have the observer, Railcon himself. He's got the bracket up, and you can see it right there. Interestingly enough, I think Blackest is making. I don't think there's any way for Blackest to not make it.
He's only got 1 more game, and if he loses that, he's still 2nd place, so it doesn't matter.
Actually,
the only fate that he cannot beat is certain people to win, and they have a 3-way tie.
Yeah, 3-way tie with Spectre, right?
Yeah.
So it's 3 sets of Spectre versus Blackest. But where are they? Oh, they're playing right now. Oh, it's off stream. That's a shame. Oh, we're just waiting for games off stream. So basically, once Spectre comes out, it'll be Spectre versus D-Black. Oh, but if Spectre beats D-Blacks, there's no 3-way tie possible.
Yeah, exactly. So it entirely depends on the next matches. But we can like buy some time while we're here. So it's all good. So I wonder how people. That was interesting to see. So the metas, like I said, in the West and Japan seem to be somewhat different right now. And it hasn't settled. Only thing people tend to agree on is Gran is very, very good.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. Even like, I say Ferry is S, but it doesn't mean Ferry is S. Right now she could be A or whatever. She's still good, but like no one can agree. It's just quite interesting. If people can't agree, especially with the, like, say, discrepancies, like Catalina being high and low all of a sudden, or Loane being low or high all of a sudden, it means this game is balanced quite well right now.
It's good enough. It's good enough that people are unsure. I think it's better than.
It's better than being absolutely sure, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's better than going like, yeah, Ruby's top tier, or
yeah,
or Gordo is F'd, or whatever, right? Because people are unsure, it means, like, you know, the meta is evolving and stuff like that. And for a fighting game, that you can't ask for better.
Yeah, you definitely want that, right? You want people to be unsure.
Yeah.
You want there to be people who say, there's that. You also want people to have characters that they think are bad that come out and give everyone the the top. And I think with coming updates, because I'm sure there will be one at some point.
There will be one in March.
There's one in March. When's Brussels?
March the 22nd, 21st-ish.
I hope it's after Brussels. There's going to be a pan. It'll be before.
I think it's going to be before.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that'd be.
They ideally want to get that out before the Arxis World Tour starts, so they probably would do it before.
Because there's that. There's also characters that need to come in. The first one being Narumia. What's the second one?
I actually need to find out where Nami is I'm pretty sure she won't be tournament legal by the time Brussels Challenge happens, but I have to double check that. Basically, if she's 2 weeks beforehand, she won't be legal, yeah. So Rail Kana confirms she won't be legal. So basically, the meta will more or less stay the same for Brussels Challenge. I'm sure people will try to play Nami, but whatever. It's not legal. 2 weeks is pretty much the standard for any character to be on, like, for everyone to play before.
Just in case there's any like really game-breaking bugs.
Yeah.
And we've only been playing this game, well, the game has only been out for 1 week. So, yeah, it'll be a while.
It will be a very, very long time.
What are the characters on the DLC list? It's
Nami, Belial. I think Jita's next.
Gia. Chaosbringer.
Chaosbringer and Yugen.
Sorry,
not Yugen. Yeah,
Soros. Yeah. I know it's not Yugen, it's Soros. That's quite a few characters. We're going to be shilling, so we are going to tell you about Sacrifice Festa, our event in April.
Yeah, it's going to be 25th to 26th at XFed, as you can see on the screen, hosted by NGI, and we're going to have all these games: Blaze Blue Crossfire Battle, Under Night and Left, Blaze Blue, all the good anime games. We're also going to have Pokken, which is not going to... yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll have yet to announce the Revel lineup, but Granblue Fantasy versus as well. I'm sure people are going to look forward to that, one of the bigger tournaments for it. Fighting EX Layer is probably going to stay here. And Soul Calibur 6 and Virtual Fire, which is, we love the Virtual Fire lot to come down. They're always usually
good
quite
fun.
friendly. And having like Marley J, etc. that will come down. It's always good to see them. Tekken 7 and Dead or Alive 6. So we're going to have some of the Elf guys help us out with that. But it's going to be a good event, I think.
It'd be pretty cool. Loads of games. 2 days or 3 days?
It's going to be 2 days.
2 days.
Usually 2 days. Usually it's a lot smaller than Revo, obviously. That's why 2 days is actually okay to do.
It's good because that was what the first intention was going to be. I remember when we first were like, yeah, but let's do... do
you remember when we created this event and then like we said, it's not going to be as big as Revo, let's do it. And it almost equal the numbers of that Revo.
It was bigger. It was actually bigger than the
next
first
one.
Revo.
Yeah, was it?
It was huge.
Crap.
It was like the first Revo had 60, and then the Sacrifice Festa had 100, and we were like, right, that is a little bit much. But now, enough of that. We have the next game, and
this decides the group. Basically,
this decides the group. I'm pretty sure it decides the group. Can I see the squad?
No, it most definitely decides the group, no doubt.
Is it updated?
Yeah. It basically at least decides whoever, like if Blackest goes.
No, Spectre has to beat D-Blanks.
Yeah.
To then go into a two-way tie, in which he then tiebreakers versus D-Blanks.
Unless you use Inti's rule.
No, because it's not going to be a three-way tie.
Yeah, but if Lord Spectre ties with D-Blanks, do we run Inti's rule on it?
Inti's rule is only for three-way ties.
No, the second rule still applies. So basically, whoever... Oh, no, it's not Inti's rule, sorry. Basically, it will come down... Imagine you want to do the rule where if it's a two-way tiebreaker, whoever beat the other person is the one that goes through. Huh? Oh, so you want to do it that way?
Oh, yeah. So, okay, so we'll see it later. So we'll see how it goes. I don't actually remember it perfectly, but it's another Catalina versus Grand. D-Blanks also pressing the hell out of his C buttons, his heavy buttons.
So obviously Catalina's normals are range-wise at least better than Grand's. So Grand's going to look for like whiff punishing and stuff like that. But it's very hard when you're throwing fireballs, obviously. So.
Tiger!
Yeah.
Dragon! Oh, boy.
Yeah. That's slightly better than the boot in certain regards just because of the tipper. But it has better range than the boot.
There are
surprisingly even.
There are more fireballs being thrown in this match than literally every other match put together, not including any Matera matches, because every one of them bunch of fireballs.
And like we were talking about before, it might actually just end up being the meta. Like, just don't get hit. No one wants to get hit, so we're just going to throw fireballs. Cool.
Oh! That read!
And the thing is, if the meta evolves into this sort of gameplay, then you can't have best of 5, because it's going to be the lamest
it's going to be long!
It's going to be so long!
You know, people got to go home for their tournaments, you know? Oh, boy!
No! Eat all the damage, and he gets a sweep after this, because why not?
God, that is a lot of damage.
It's literally hot bar. Yeah, it's a very bad position. No, that's not the play.
Yeah, that's peak.
That's the scariest situation, in my opinion, against the Grand player. When you're in the corner and you're at whatever ranges he has, like 5H or 5M, it's just like, well, it's incredibly hard to whip punish as well. Like, because like you have to time it to after the active frames, and that is very difficult, very, very difficult. So that's why Grand just press it, because they know they can't really get punished for it. And it's going to be so much no corner. So D-Black's definitely running there.
The stages are a lot longer than I remember. But then again, my memory's bad.
They're about the same. It hasn't changed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no! And this is the shimmy, basically.
This is why you need the OS. You need the spot dodge throw OS so you can dodge the overhead. Honestly, that is exactly it. That is exactly it. You need that, and it's not an OS that's going to be going away, I hope.
The thing is, like, you have to time it correctly as well. Even if you have the OS, the overhead is 26 frames.
Yes, true. Yeah.
Exactly on the recovery frame.
You have to do it late.
Yeah, you have to do it late. Yeah.
It's better than throw tech and getting countered, though. You know. Oh, this is looking grim. Oh.
Just anti-air overhead.
I think it's actually.
It's over. It's over. Super Skybound. Yep.
Yep, and that's it. D-Blanks takes it.
That was really convincing.
See, the thing is, those were quick matches, and those are still kind of long matches.
Yeah. It matters how they want to play, to be honest. It looks like you can play both right now. This is why it's really confusing to where the meta is actually going to go. Like, you could... But that, in a way, that's also actually good, right? Like, it means, like, different play styles are facilitated here. It's like, you can play lame if you want, like, the long game, or you can just go in, and you probably might work. Who knows?
Just press the C button, innit?
Yeah, just press the C buttons. The button, the frames for this game and the buttons themselves are so good. Like, you can do it, so why not, right?
So, I think it's over. I think there's some matches that have to be played, but they're being played off stream.
Yeah, I think the top 2 have been decided, though.
So, let's check out what the top 2 is.
Dragon Lord and Kiba have definitely gone through in Group B. So, Blackest has won, so he is guaranteed first place. D-Blanks also just won against Spectre, so he's pretty much guaranteed unless he loses to someone, I think.
No, I don't think. I think it's it. I think Blackest and D-Blanks are through.
D-Blanks needs to play one more, I think.
But does it matter?
If Spectre X wins his next one.
That was his last game.
Oh, was it? No, then this one's not updated.
Because his last game was D-Blanks versus Spectre.
Yeah. Mine was unupdated.
Yeah. So that's it. We have our top 4. So top seed looks to be, is it Dragon Lord Z plus Kiba?
It's technically the top seed is Blackest and Dragon Lord.
We got the top 2 BlazBlue players and the top 2 tag players.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
BB tag players.
So, let's see. Okay. Actually, no, wait. Is this correct? That can't be right. They're both the top seeds.
They're both top seeds.
They're both top seeds. That can't be right. They're both top seeds. That can't be right. They're both top seeds. They can't be right.
I know. I think Chris got it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So it's going to be Blackish versus Kiba. I think it's double elimination. They're starting it from like full scratch.
And
so
the last time these two played each other is actually in Central Fiction. So
it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Central
the thing
Fiction.
is, Kiba top player in CF and Blackest top player in Tag, which is the better game right now, right? So sure. Yeah. Well, you know.
You're gonna.
Or rather, which playstyle?
Wait. I think there's stuff in the score.
Guys, hold up. The boss man's saying something. So we are going to do.
So anyways, yeah. So what I'm saying is, what playstyle better suits this game? I guess you could say. Like, what type of fundamentals? Like, is it like the more like BB tag, or is it the more patient, like defense heavy sort of CF?
To be honest, though, even if you play BB tag and you talk about like going in and going,
you need good defense in the BB tag.
You need good defense.
Really
and
good.
Blackest, a BB tag player, is playing the most not mashy character. He's playing Ferry, right? So he's doing well. He's showing that he can play both ways, and I think that's good.
But the thing is, he excels in his playstyle. It's his favorite playstyle. Like even in tag and
he plays V13.
Yeah,
doesn't he? Yeah.
V13 in the tag. Even in BlazBlue, he opts to use 9 or Izanami. Like Izanami is not really long range, but 9 is. So he definitely facilitates his playstyle, and he's very patient. he will wait for you to lynch yourself most of the time.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and it's perfect. Ferry is exactly that sort of play style, because you frustrate your opponent into making mistakes, and it's exactly what Ferry wants to all the time. And the thing is, if you don't want to go in to make the mistake, she forces you to do it by throwing a GG or throwing the whip. It eventually frustrates you to making a move, and you have to make a move.
What's her chip damage like, though?
It's toned down from the beta, but it's still pretty good. It's not... You can start if you want. All right.
It's his time.
I'm actually very interested to see what actually happens.
Money on Blackest.
I probably would go that way too. But basically, it's because Blackest, judging from what I can tell, has more experience playing like multiple other matchups as well. So he's very familiar with Matera. Kiba probably does some secret room sessions, but like I'm not too sure if he knows the matchup.
I'm not too sure. Let's see how it goes.
Funnily enough, Matera, one of the few characters, can actually frustrate Ferry into doing stuff.
She's got high mobility, right?
Yeah. So it might be pretty. This looks even to me, but it might evolve as time goes on.
It might be one of those matchups where both players want to rush each other down.
Yeah, that as well.
It's time for GG.
Yeah, except obviously the Ferry has a slight advantage just by having a DP, so there's that. So, you know. And they both have overheads that go backwards.
Oh! Keep gets in. He has a lot of catching up to do, though. And by that catching up to do, he's getting closer. He's actually got the lead now. Oh, it's time for the 50-50. Oh, he tries to wake up roll.
That was good knowledge from Blackest there, knowing that was a safe jump. So that's why he just bring it around. Oh my god, that was risky as hell.
Look, Kiba going nuts. He's obviously, he did wake up forward command hop. Like,
oh, that was an anti-air situation there, and he just pressed the button. Okay. I was expecting a DP there or something. But he actually just did that. I'm not too sure why. But
he just pressed button.
Yeah, why not? It worked. Very good roll. Black is completely aware of using the mechanics to pass Materia's normals.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that is air unblockable as well. So
he doesn't have it anymore. If he can maybe try to capitalize it, but it's almost recharged.
The thing is, it's very difficult though, especially against Ferry, because like they're gonna keep you in block stun. They're gonna throw the GGs. Like usually it comes back in time. So
the problem is that Matera is also very mobile, so she can get around a lot of Ferry stuff for minimal risk, because getting hit in the air doesn't do a lot of damage in this game.
I'm not actually sure if Matera can actually short hop Ferry's 5M.
I don't think she can, but she can jump and then hop it.
Good safe jump.
Oh, that is not the punish you want.
Yeah.
Oi!
Hey, this is good damage. Oh no, he missed. DP? Oh no, he just pressed buttons. That works as well. Throw the GG. Yep.
They both have really
He's dead. Oh!
No, he's not. He is not.
I'm surprised he didn't Skybound there. This is going to be tough to dodge because it's about half screen, exactly the range that it disappears at. Yeah, he has to do something. Yeah, it was an unfortunate situation because it's not going to disappear by the time he reaches the corner. And Blackest knew he would force a situation there. So Kiba was right to make a decision.
Can you super jump and then command
hop? You probably can, but if you're blocking in the air like that, because like you have to time it correctly for one.
Yeah.
Because the super jump won't pass that ball. But yeah, it's still tough. And the thing is, Blackest was at the exact range to anti-air. So
this is the first solid combo we've seen from Kiba today.
Kiba is,
game.
You know how the thing I love about Kiba, right? You can tell when he's frustrated. In any game, he just goes like completely opposite.
Oi!
Oh, yeah, that is the best whisk punish I've ever seen in this game. Holy hell!
Nice.
That was immaculate. Immaculate.
Yeah, Kiba's annoyed. I would say rare footage of Kiba actually angry, but it's not actually that rare.
He's angry most of the time, to be honest. So it's fine. Remember back in the beta when that would knock down? Hard knockdown? Like, why?
Oh.
That was a good bait, actually.
Yeah, that could have been really bad if he got hit. Actually, I say that, but it might be too high to get a full combo. Kiba doesn't have any more health to trade versus Matera, and that's really bad. but all it takes is one very good hit.
Yeah. One
then
short
again,
hop is going to do it.
Blackest is a bit away from the corner. If Blackest was in the corner, it would have taken only one.
The thing
more
is,
good
Blackest
hit.
is deliberately taking damage, so he can access to this. So I imagine that's why he just took that.
Samsho.
Oh, no anti-air.
Okay. But Antia would have died there to the Oh!
Yeah, that's fine.
That was all or nothing, actually.
Yeah, that was.
No, was it all or nothing? Because Matera dashed.
It wasn't all or nothing because it would have hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was kind of pretty good, actually.
Yeah. It just comes back to like movement in this game. There's actually, besides maybe Matera, whose movement's very, very good, not as committal as others, but yeah, you have to sort of go for it, basically. No sort of like dancing in particular in this game.
Oh no, Blackish does not have his access to his DP, but that's okay because Matera is the one in the corner.
That was a good block.
Oi! It goes over the 5M!
That's interesting. Yeah, that basically, it must mean that her hotbox while doing that hop is very, very horizontal.
Yeah, no, but I think it's the kick, because the
Yeah.
kick makes it horizontal, right? Oi! Ah!
The bait. The bait on the throw.
Hey!
That was legit.
Good. I like it, I like it.
I like how the shimmying is just totally different in this game. It's so dangerous as well.
Games to be excited about.
Yep.
Two ranged characters. Oi! Yeah, hops over the low. Does not go for the DP, unfortunately.
Yeah, Kiba really aggressive right now.
He's going in, dude. He is. I think he's just realized that keeping Ferry away is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
That being said, he does have the life lead now. Keeping her away is probably fine, but this game's over.
It's over. Skybound, that's it.
Yeah, that is over. Basically, both characters want to go in on each other, but Matera has better ways to force you to die. So, it's looking pretty good, but Black Ace is neutral with the fast normals, way better than Matera's.
Yeah, the difference is right now as well is that Kiba's trying to bait anti-air a lot, and that puts like Blackish in a bad situation because it's literally half his game plan right now to anti-air correctly, and Kiba's not giving that to him and mixing it up. So, and Blackish instead of anti-air, he just jump and anti-air instead intercept. Why not, right?
Give him that Arcana Heart and say, oi, that was really high. Uh oh, just throws out GG and normal. GG neutral. Yes. Now has Kiba in the corner, but like I said, it's very hard for Matera to force Kiba to get hit. So it's going to be down to like throw chip damage, to be honest.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but the proration will not make it. It's about half-life.
I'm actually concerned about the situation after this. I don't know what the situation is like.
Funny enough,
that's really good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If they get now the Super Bowl is gonna happen. Yep, there we go.
It's time for the ball.
And now Kiba is in a bad situation.
That was as good as it would have went, honestly.
Oh, and he threw, and he gets the round. Even Stevens.
I think Kiba tried to do something, but waited a bit too long.
Yeah, it was waiting for Black Ace to like do some attack or something like that, but you know, Black Ace saw that. Really even
knockdown. See, the thing is that it's
a very rare.
Yeah, I was about to say a very rare air throw there.
The thing is, like, I think the meta might evolve to that way as well, because air throw is actually ridiculous.
But I've seen the hitbox of air throws be really ridiculous, but that is only meta if people jump.
Yeah.
So if people don't jump,
but basically it's like a cool out, right? And some. But it's like good against characters like Matera and stuff like that. If you call it out, then it is actually just good enough to get into their brain. Go, oh wait, he has a way past this. And it's about 5 frames. It's actually like 2 frames less, if I recall, in the air. So it's still it's pretty good.
Kiba has a life lead. But Black
no! Oh no!
Oh no, he drops the combo.
No, he drops it. I think he was going for GG there. Any hit from either player. That's it. It's over. That was a risky jump.
It was so high up.
Kiba is going to be patient here. Like, knowing really well. Oh, no. And the thing is, yeah, like, Blackcase is the one that has to commit to something here.
He was in chip range, yeah.
That was so close. Anyone's game there.
See, unfortunately, I just lost money.
Yeah.
Not real money, but mental bucks.
Yeah. But it was so close there that it
That
was either person's game, to be honest.
That was a good match, honestly, and it really shows all the baits that you can do, all of the, all the.
It shows the knowledge from both players. They know the matchup really, really well. The moment Kiba started changing up to like just dodge anti-airs and stuff like that, I knew like they know the matchup like 100%.
Kiba and like players who are generally strong in like games, no matter what, they learn fast. So you could see it during the games where you're just learning the matches that went on, harvesting life leads, stuff like that. Really good.
This is why sometimes you see like really good players, like some of the best players, they lose the first match. You're thinking, how did they lose? Yeah. But that entire time, they're seeing how you're playing. They're not deliberately losing, obviously, but they just go, okay, I have all the information I need. Then they just get wiped. It's the mark of a good player. And speaking of good players, we have D-Blanks and Dragon Lord. And it's going to be, the thing is, they've played each other online a lot. I'm not too sure what the results are because they don't tell. But Dragon Lord is very used to Gran, and the thing is, Luane plays very tricky. So even if you want to play legit against the guy, there's sometimes you don't get a choice.
You don't get a choice, right?
But the thing is, Gran can gets one hit on Luane, he's dead. So
we'll see how this goes. I have no idea how this will go, honestly.
It's probably in Gran's favor, but the thing is, if Dragon Lord forces certain situations, what D-Blanks needs to do is keep him away from Skybound, because Gran is definitely one of the characters that can do it. Like, even if you keep him at 40%, that's Gran damage.
Yeah, that's Gran damage.
Him immediately,
that's over.
So it doesn't even matter. So just don't let him have Super Skybound, and it should be a lot easier. The only thing Gran needs to worry about is Catalina bot, to a certain extent, and that's about it.
We'll see how this one goes. I mean, like, that's how matchups go, but there's always player skill and player tendencies to take into account.
Dragon Lord is definitely one of those players to force
this
sort of situation like so well.
The thing is that he's very good at BlazBlue. Like he's obviously very good at BlazBlue. So like we'll see how that. We'll see if he can stay calm like he does in BlazBlue. Yeah.
The thing is, Dragon Lord is Dragon Lord and Kiba's defense are very, very good, but Dragon Lord is one of those players that knows exactly when to press a button. Like, he knows when the gap is or when his gap is, and like it looks random, but it's not. He knows when you're gonna press a button. Like his conditioning is very, very good.
Watched him play against Nezu, and his 5A is immaculate.
Yeah, absolutely immaculate. Like when he knows, like in situations where you don't think the punish is there, he's not gonna press a button because it's plus. He just does it, and you're like, well, legit, innit? What can I say?
So what are they gonna do?
Yeah. So that's when Gran goes in. When Catalina bot is over, that's when Gran should decide to go in. But, someone of Dragon Lord's caliber is going to be quite difficult.
Dragon Lord is trying to just get as much bar as possible, which I think I agree with. If he's going to go for the fireball game, then, make him come to you, right? But at the same time, you don't want Gran coming to you.
Yeah, and getting access to normal Skybound is actually scarier than you think. I think D-Blank said it himself, like, normal Skybound is actually harder to dodge than you think. Yeah. It's like, you can't, like, react to everything. Like, because you could just delay it or whatever. Like, what are you reacting to?
Play!
And D-Blanks wants to keep Dragon Lord in this situation. Okay, that's not the situation right now. Okay, so how's D-Blanks' Mario Party skills?
You know, right?
Yeah, that's unreactable, unfortunate. Yeah, he has a block there, and yeah, this is going to be a chip situation. Cool. Okay, no punish. Can't.
Oh, that could have been game if it was a counter hit. Oh, was that a backdash? Did I catch backdash? Oh.
Nah, it doesn't matter. If that was lunge, however, that probably would have done it. Normal Skybound. He's probably the counter.
Oi! Trades!
That is one of the scariest things I found when facing Dragon Lord. Using the EX assist in the corner is scary as hell. Yeah. But he's in the corner, not when you're in the corner. Really strange. But that's good.
Oh, it's time for the memes.
Yeah, he can't do anything here. Yeah, see how much block stun that is to where the throw didn't work.
Oh, get the shimmy!
And this is going to be good damage. I think he's going to get 100 just. Okay, maybe not.
The next hit will kill him. He's got 6. Way! Alright, it's time for the minigame.
It's time for minigames. Kill it immediately. Oh no, all immediately.
Did significantly worse than before.
Yeah.
Super?
Yeah, he can't punish that at that range, unfortunately.
That's what I was thinking of super, unless you got super to get the fireball.
The thing is, if boot didn't work, the super wouldn't have.
That's true.
He was already like halfway through the move. No, like D-Banks knows the punish, but you know, if you're not within range, then you're not within range.
Does Wayne have anti-airs? He's got to have anti-airs, right?
Yeah, the Win does have anti-air. Not as good as Grant's, but Dragon Lord doesn't actually know the actual combo, so even if he has an anti-air right now, it's probably quite not as good.
I've seen so much throws. Like, that's the thing I was saying was that you use throws and you want them to late tech it actually, or not tech it at all. Because if they late tech it, you still get damage, and you're plus after it. Yeah, they're just throwing each other now. They're giving each other the net play right now. Oi!
Oi, the boot! Well, time to play Mario Party again.
Does he have enough health to survive this? How many? I mean, he kind of does, yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
He no longer has enough health to survive it. Okay, cool.
At least he's fine.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey, he spot dodges. Oh no,
Oh,
he
no!
didn't have it! Unfortunate!
They're both within tap range of Kip.
Hey!
Hey!
That's how it feels like to get booted, I guess.
Yes. Good.
Yeah. Lowain's 214, the slashes he did there, somewhat has the same applications as Gran. Not as good, obviously,
Yeah.
but you can like do it to a certain range where it actually is advantageous. But it's just not as good as the boot because of the range, basically.
So he can counter the fireball.
Oh, I didn't. Interesting. What did you get from it, though?
Yeah. Hey! So it's just the way he says way.
Way!
Hey! Giving that Maori gameplay right now.
The thing is, the way Dragon Lord is playing right now, he's just like he gets skybound so quickly as well. So it's so scary.
It's time for the tower.
Just did it.
More minigames.
Actually, really good play from D-Banks there. He's actually using the 5A to actually time the stuff. So like, it just gives him some more time. It's a really good idea, actually.
The thing is that it also freezes him for
Yeah.
a bit, and you can see the freeze, and then check his animation and try to react with spot dodge.
Yeah.
Which is what you do against Veseraga. This is not looking good for either of them.
Yeah, Dragon Lord had to take a risk here, or like eat some food to get the meter, so he can get access to Super Skybound. So he
Oi!
oh no, he's over. Oh no, no EX!
Way!
Oh, that's it. It's over. It's over.
Come on, D-Blacks, can
He
you
has
play?
to dodge all of this. How good are you at the Mario? Dead. Yeah. You can't dodge everything.
Oh well, that's how it be, isn't
Unfortunate.
it?
I mean, you can dodge everything, but if the other person is alternating it constantly, like,
You're gonna block one of them, you know?
yeah.
Swap's corner, and that is very good. Yeah, throw, late tech into throw.
Yeah, this is... Oh, okay. Repeat, that's correct. Now, this is not a good situation for D-Banks right now. Oh, yep. That is unfortunate. You let him live.
But will he actually do anything? He hasn't got...
He has a pillar here. Yep. Just to make sure that they
Super?
can't punish.
Uh,
At that range, you can't.
it's fireball, wasn't it?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, no, he did a boot.
Oh, no, yeah. Fireball shouldn't work anyway. You need to be, like, it needs to be, like, halfway. It needs to be about here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Way! Jumping out of corner in this game is quite bold, I must say.
The thing is, sometimes it's actually the best thing to do, because if people are going for lows or they're going for overheads, then, like, jumping out the corner is actually correct. Correct, definitely correct thing to do.
Because you get a side swap and you get a combo.
Yeah. Ah, he missed the link, unfortunately. It's not. It's a link per se, but it's not actually very hard in this game, like doing links.
Whoa.
Oh, try to hit the 5H. That was a good low. He's actually not dead, but it's going to be a lot of damage.
Oh.
Time to play the game! I'm going to need a drink every time I see this minigame. It's an optimal time to, like, hydrate. Anti-it? Oh, no.
I think they both have the same amount of health right now. Just use everything. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, dear.
That is DLZ. He makes it over to Grand Finals. Sorry,
Yeah.
not Grand Finals.
So
Winners Finals.
that's the power of Lil. The thing is with Lil is interesting, but everyone put him a bottom because everyone's trying to like lab out Super Skybound and say this everything's dodgeable, so he can't be very good. But the thing is, as time's going on, it seems that people are like alternating, and like it ends up being good. Like it's not a people have said like it's a get out of jail free card. It's not absolute, I guess, but it's still really good in my opinion.
It's pretty
anyway.
close.
It's really good in my opinion. Like, even if you know how to dodge the lightning, know how to dodge a ball, because you can alternate it, you always are the person in disadvantage at all times. So, and you need to get into range to punish him, otherwise it's just the neutral is reset. So it's really difficult. It's way more difficult than you think.
So we got the. Now that we're at winners finals, it's 3 out of 5. So it's Kiba versus DLZ. A match.
And I like to see nothing's changed.
Not much has changed, clearly.
Matera, Lil Wayne.
Yo, Ben, what PC can I install games on? I told you. Are those ones like proper gaming ones, yeah? Huh? You reckon those will run it? Yeah, they're 1060s in there. Alright, cool. I need to get one connected up then after this.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I left them out.
Yeah, we just didn't set it up. That's all. Like I was ready to like log in as well.
Yeah, no,
so.
I'm gonna log in and get my. I gotta show you the stuff.
All right, now the thing is, I don't like when Kiba smiles when he's talking to Dragon Lord. That's not a good thing. It means every time that's usually happened, Kiba is the one to lose.
Nice.
So when Kiba is pissed off, that's exactly when
that's what you
the right mindset.
You need all the negativity to power him right now. That being said, he did lose to DLZ in the group, so we'll see how this one goes. And with best of 5, if you're likely to lose, like you're worse than the opponent, you're more likely to lose again.
Yeah, the thing is, best out of 5 changes the game basically. It will affect your play style. You're less likely to go for risky stuff, gimmicks as well. So you actually have to play more solid. So let's see what actually happens with these two players. I don't think like Dragon Lord's going to opt to play solid because of the nature of his character, but that's it. So
yeah, this is.
When Lil Wayne puts you in a corner.
Lil Wayne's bad, man. Lil Wayne's bad.
Lil Wayne isn't bad. Trust me, he's not bad.
That.
Like basically, Catalina bot is too good. It's far too good.
Better than the character.
Yeah.
So. This is looking absolutely horrific for Matera right now, I must say. Having 85% bar.
The thing is, Kiba's actually doing well because he definitely knows the matchup well. In the corner, he was actually ducking the Catalina bot, so he definitely knows what he can do. Doesn't mean he can do something about it, obviously, but
I mean, he's doing well. DLZ still has double his health, but now it's an equalizer.
The thing is, he has to leave him above 30. He cannot let him have Super Skybound. Yeah, that. Kiba definitely knows the matchup. He can kill. Definitely, yes.
Yes.
Exactly how you play the matchup, correct.
Give it that Persona 4 arena kill in it.
That's great.
Hell yeah.
And Kiba having the knowledge to actually make sure he doesn't do enough damage as well. So excellent play from Kiba.
Also the presence of mind to not drop it during a high pressure situation. I say high pressure, relatively, right? Goes for low.
Oh, what was he baiting?
I think he was trying to, instead of reaction spot dodge the counter, he tried to hard read spot dodge the counter. Which is weird. I'm not sure how reactable the spot dodge is. Oh, sorry, the counter is. Way!
Yeah, it's pretty, like, can't really press buttons after that.
Oi, the good spacing from Kiba to not get hit by that.
So that's one thing, having projectiles against a counter. That's, it doesn't lock you in, obviously, so using it to bait out a counter is actually a good idea. So that's one thing that Terra has. And...
It's time.
Yeah. Guys, have you played Takeshi's Castle? Because this is basically
Oh my god! Look at the chip!
Yeah, it's over.
He needs to spot dodge those.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Easy on that one. Like, even if you know exactly what to do, like, if you even know how to run when the lightning comes out, if you want to know spot dodge the green ball, spot dodge things, it's still very different because the timing can be alternated. Most importantly, your Drazel can move to change the ranges. So
he's doing so well. Oh god, the damage. And he's got the super skybound, but he's not going to be using it unless he's on defense, I'm very sure.
yeah.
Because you want it to get out of free gel, not like to get out of nothing, right? Next hit is going to be... You know what? I was going to say next hit is critical for both of them, but I feel like getting hit in general in this game like, really does suck.
Yeah, it does.
Wow, look at the... He lost a whole throw's worth of health.
He has the skybound now. Yeah. So he's got a pillar first, probably. Yep.
Wow. I don't know about that one. Oh wow, he actually did. He took minimal damage.
Yeah, that was really good from Kiba.
Fantastic
but,
Maripati
oh dear.
Oi!
Went for the throw! And no, overhead. The best thing about Lil is actually you don't need to universal overhead. You can just use that instead. Like, it somewhat works, right? So.
Wait, is that not his universal overhead?
That's his slashes. That's right.
Oh. You've lost. There's so much health being lost here to delay throws. Oh, see, this thing I was saying, like you.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, the missiles are so good. Like, it goes through every. He's dead. Skybound.
Is that for the HPA?
Yeah, he's dead. He's dead.
Wait.
Yeah, pretty convincing there. Can't really say much. And by convincing, I mean those missiles hit really hard. It goes through every projectile. I was like, well.
Alright, nice. Just round start. Way. I'm sure he didn't intend for that throw to actually hit. He wants you to take it really, but you know he'll take it either way.
It's really absolutely terrible from Matera in the corner. Like, no reversal. You have to deal with all of this. Good match.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That's not plus. But you know, negative is a state of mind, right?
Yeah. And Dragon Lord takes that opportunity to actually get as much food as possible, so like making that advantage so much more. And oh, excellent spot dodge, but just missed it.
Spot dodged again, unfortunately.
Battle 2, engage.
Woo!
Now that is Dragon Lord just being gutsy as hell right now. There's no reason to do that.
It worked the first time,
yeah.
So it's got to work again, right? Hey! Yes! Hey! One thing that I would say is DLZ is getting a ton of mileage out of these delayed tech throws. And the only way for you to get this to stop is to risk it with an immediate throw, with a read throw instead, which is what I was saying. Oh, he nearly got hit by the butterfly. And that would have been game, as game
It's
anyway.
over, yeah. Dragon Lord tried to like drag it out a little bit so he can get more damage with the super skybound, but no, he didn't
That's
get
unfortunate,
it.
isn't
Yeah.
it? Come on! just full screen throw.
The corner. Oh, good spot dodge there, but still in Lil Wayne's favor, unfortunately.
Such is the state of set play. Like I said, he's getting a lot of mileage out of these delayed throws, boy.
Oh, excellent spot dodge.
He's lost so much health to delayed throws.
Yeah, missiles.
I don't know about that kick, and I don't know about that hop.
Yeah, Jamwell, it's to push him into missiles. It's just a fine idea, but I just didn't time it correctly. Yeah, look at that life getting back now, right now. Crazy, crazy. And, yeah, Kiba tried really hard, but that was pretty convincing.
Dlc's winning this tournament.
Yep, and he's pretty much...
He's doing really well. He's doing really well with Lil Wayne. Now we have D-Blanks versus Blackest.
Yeah, you can't like sleep on the Wayne. Like even though you know he is questionable neutral at times, the moment he throws an assist out, it's like basically Catalina bot.
Get the Catalina bot is so good though.
Yeah,
that is so
and his
insanely
corner
good.
setups, like unblockable setups, absolutely insane. Like no character should have that in this game technically, right? But he's Lil Wayne. It technically didn't happen, so.
Yeah, it's true. It's all his imagination at the end of the day.
Always imagination.
Character select.
So we're waiting for the next set of players, and by that I mean they're just gonna sit down, get their button checked. So we've explained this match before, but you know, just again for the people who, if anyone's just joining us, what do you think of this matchup? Ferry versus, wait, what's he picking? Oh, I hope it's Grand.
It's Grand versus Ferry, 100%.
Grand versus Ferry.
But this actually is actually okay. It's actually even, in my opinion. The reason why is that Grand's buttons are actually particularly good against whiff punishing Ferry's normals. Even though 2M, which is usually the problem child. A lot of our characters, when they use their Ls or whatever, it's usually quite hard. But Grand has 2L and he has
2H, right?
2H. So pretty good at certain ranges.
I think they're starting straight away.
Yeah. Also, Gran, if Ferry is being, you know, really frustrating and stuff like that, he can always just throw fireballs and force a game or throw.
You can also boot in neutral, and if you extend your hurt box.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Does a ton of damage, or it can lead to a ton of damage anyway.
And it's not too bad. Even if Ferry has a reversal, Gran is one of the few characters that can like literally bait it for free with his 5 hits. So
Believe in victory.
Engage.
And this match is already looking pretty bad for... Never mind. Remember that Matera, sorry, not Matera, Ferry, when she hits you, if she does EX Whip into EXG, that means that she gets a 50-50 on you.
Yep.
So it's very important to know that, you know, that's going to be a bad situation. You can DP, but if you survive it, that means she doesn't have EX Whip or GG.
Yeah. Because
of their EXs, right? Ah, that punch to the face. Square up into EXGG into the 50-50. Yes. Yeah. DP knockdown. Alright, so he's used his DP.
He's going to actually go install and insane.
Yeah. I think the reason why install is so good is that because it doesn't require your specials to be off cooldown, if she used all her resources for you know, the mix up, she can then get combos using her super, her install super, and still get mix ups as well. Really strong.
That's the, you know, privilege of having 2 supers.
Oh, D-Blanks is really spicing people up with the overhead shimmy. He really is.
It's definitely going to be a game in the future.
It's over.
Yeah, definitely.
That was
yeah.
That was about as fast as Granblue games get, honestly.
Yep.
Other than, you know, best of 5 round starts, you know.
Oh yeah, he tried the 2H there to be it, but unfortunate.
Blackish. So yeah.
Yeah, D-Blank's actually playing relatively frustrated right now and not being patient enough, in my opinion.
But maybe he just wants to YOLO
Yeah,
his hitbox.
the thing is,
out,
like I say it like it's easy, but like against Ferry, like how frustrating it must be to fight.
You
this.
gotta take a risk.
You have to. That's the thing. And you can't really like walk forward like you can do in traditional games, and you can't run because she's gonna hit you. So unless you're willing to like complete guess a 5M. Yeah,
YOLO.
This is what I mean by the frustration, like it's showing. Like D-Black's usually a lot more patient, but it's obvious that getting in is affecting his mental fortitude right now. No, yeah, you know what? Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's good. Just DP.
Oh yeah, just get those late throws. I'm gonna say late throws are so good in this game.
Yeah. Pretty good. The thing is, he's doing the right thing. Like DPing, like what someone like Mr. E would do. It might be the right approach right now.
He has absolutely switched.
Yeah. Absolutely switching up. That's good though. That's really good.
One thing I like is that he's just had a really strong loss, a really big loss, and he's decided to take the risk and go for the risky playstyle. And you know what? I agree with it.
No, definitely.
I mean, one more hit from Gran and it's over. Ferry, not so much. Oh yes.
Oh, unfortunate. He actually ran. That's why he got hit. So.
Yeah, that is a shame.
That was pretty convincing. Yeah, you have to be patient, but it's like so frustrating. So there's not much you can do until you like learn how to be. The thing is, walking is just so slow in this game, so you're not really even making progress a lot of the time. That's why it's frustrating. And the moment you start walking, he's just gonna throw GG.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, you're walking, you're so slow, I'm gonna throw GG out, and that's your wall.
That's the thing about characters like Ferry, right? Like, you need a significant amount of matchup experience for it to be even.
Yeah.
Because like, there are some characters in games where matchup experience invalidates matchup or invalidates character strength. This one is without matchup experience, you will free die to Ferry. You will just get murdered.
Yeah,
so
and the thing is, Blackest hasn't even done his disgusting mix-ups yet. Like, the throw or the ball throw setups, or he's done none of that. It's just literally neutral.
But hey, those buttons are good, man.
Yeah,
those buttons are long.
They are. I mean, they can be whip punish, but like, because Ferry is out of range at all times, it's the actual person that needs to get close to them that is actually at disadvantage at all times. So it is what it is, and you just have to learn the matchup. This is why a lot of people say she's actually S right now, because, but it's essentially good ranging, plays the game well, no real weakness, because once you get in, she could DP you off. Yeah. That's why they say it's S. But it could change in the future, who knows? Like, the meta could evolve. We don't know. First week, where it's all up in the air right now, and even if you've got the best players saying like tier lists and stuff like that, doesn't mean it's true.
It's true, yeah.
So,
very famous ones happen in a lot of games where a top player says something and it's just completely wrong.
Yeah, it's actually, how many top players have been completely wrong about lists and stuff like that?
Quite a few,
Yeah, so many.
My favorite one is Susanova's absolute bottom tier, and that was that DLZ showed them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now we have Blackish versus Kiba. Kiba did beat Blackest. It was very close.
Believe in victory.
Anyone's game?
Is anyone's game. This one is should be best 3 out of 5, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna have 3 sets of really long pokey matches.
Unless they decide to do what Kiba did and just go in straight.
Just go in, innit?
Yeah, why not, right?
Oh,
GG.
that's a good mashup. Man, late tech throws do so much damage. A lot more damage than I thought they would. It's like getting hit by Matera's arrow,
This is why, like, technically the shimmy game in this game is even worse than other conventional games, right? Because, like, have to worry about the overhead. Yeah. If you, like, wait for it and, like, delay throw to wait for the overhead, then you're going to eat the throw damage anyway and be at disadvantage as well. It's crazy, crazy amount of stress.
Kiba doesn't have any more health. No more mistakes can be made.
Yeah, he's got, Blackest can actually like throw the ball very, very soon and like force a game from Kiba. What Kiba is probably going to go for is like, he has to like confirm straight into Skybound or something like that to actually finish off.
He has to do the rest of the health bar basically.
Oh, if that was a DP, that probably would have worked.
I'm very sure that would have worked.
Oh, yeah, he tried
That's
it.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think you have to do a few delays and to make that not cross up.
It's actually really difficult because you have to like, it's completely dependent on how the opponent got hit as well. So. Oh no, that's so disgusting. This is why, like, when you have a privileged DP like Gran or Catalina, that doesn't even matter. Just DP, why not? Because you're gonna hit them anyway.
Wait, is that a punish?
Nah, it's not. He can throw the ball out now, force it. Now it's over anyway.
Blackest takes first game 1.
Yeah. Do you think Kiba's just gonna go throw caution to the wind and just decide to be completely aggressive right now?
You know what? I think so.
Yeah.
It's definitely looking like it.
Yeah,
anyway.
now it is. It's definitely. All right, he's gonna go in now. Oh no, he opts to play the long range game instead.
No, but he is pressing buttons per second, boy. Like,
Yeah, he actually is. It's crazy the amount of buttons he's pressing.
It's time for APM. Oh no, 50-50 time. Blocks it correctly. Oh, gets shibbied.
No. No EX though, so that's fine.
Because he just used it for the combo, that's the thing.
He was baiting everything. I'm actually very surprised that Kiba is not skybounding at all when the air attack comes. It's pretty much one of the best anti-airs in the game, so I'm very surprised Kiba isn't reacting. I'm pretty sure Ferry cannot do anything in the air the moment that happens.
How strong is that?
He's dead.
Are you sure?
Okay, actually no, maybe just off, yeah. Some proration.
That is a pretty good DP.
Yeah.
Because that would have put him into chip range.
I'm expecting a throw there for some reason. Oh, good low. Anti-air low, why not, right?
You don't want to get into chip range from Matera. That's a disaster in the making, you know? Oi, nice. Not as surprised as it than the first time when I first saw it, but...
Very risky from Blackest to go for low. Expecting a roll probably, that's why he did it.
I'm expecting someone to decide to start air throwing at some point, but we'll see how it goes.
I was fully when they jumped into each other, I was fully expecting an air throw, but they just did nothing. I was like, okay. Kiba is reacting really well to these mix-ups. He's actually, like, Blackest has mixed up every single time, done something different with the setup, and Kiba has blocked 2 of them. So, really good awareness. But it doesn't mean anything when you're in the corner.
Instant overhead, the cheapness.
Yeah.
This game is wrapped.
Yeah, it'll be chip. The moment the throw did enough chip like damage to put him down to 0, I mean 1, and then the chip was guaranteed. So pretty much Kiba had to guess a dodge there.
He's starting to roll the command whip.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because you can't really do that on reaction. If I fight Kiba in casuals, now that I've observed him for a bunch of games, I swear I'm just going to throw him over and over again until I chip him.
But it's high stress right now, so I understand. Like, the difference between Kiba playing at the start, you know what, against Dragon Lord, he was teching throws like immediately, but now he's delaying. All his techs are now delay throws, so it just shows the stress that all the players are going through right now.
I think that's chip range, you know.
Yeah, it is.
This is about
It's not much you can do.
Yeah, that's GG's.
The moment you block the ball, you can use any special to chip you anyway. So even if the super doesn't chip, it's a special ball.
It's looking really good for Blackest.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
これはどう? Into the setup. Goes low this time.
He didn't block that one. I'm actually quite glad that zoning is actually possible in this game, regardless of like how good Ferry is and stuff like that. I'm glad that at least Matera and Ferry can actually play this style and it be legit. That is not, you could definitely throw that. I'm pretty sure that isn't invincible.
That's very risky. I'm pretty sure that loses no matter what you do.
Oh no. I didn't hit the throw.
Rare footage of Kiba not taking throw. Actually rare.
Maybe he thought he would have to risk something anyway, because if he took the throw, let's say if he late takes it anyway, he'll be in a disadvantaged situation, so he would dive and chip. It would be even worse situation than try to get out the corner, so that's probably why, I imagine.
Nice. Actually air throws.
Yeah, I expect air throw to be used more in the future, just to like stop certain moves from happening. Like, it might not be the best answer, but sometimes deterring them from using it is better than letting them use it with impunity.
We just saw Kiba whoop Blackish just now.
Yeah.
Well, now we need another 6 more of those.
Really tough hill to climb, no matter what.
Nice. That almost looked like a safe jump to me.
Oh, good roll.
Yeah. He's going in, dude. It's going to get scary from here.
Yeah, but now Kiba is the one that doesn't need to go in. You can actually just like bide his time now. Got the life lead, why not? Why even bother? And even at the end, this like he's probably going to get enough meter by the time he gets down to no life anyway. So
yeah, I think it's a very good choice.
Yeah, that I'm not too sure about that.
That was pretty YOLO.
Yeah, that would never have reached. I'm not too sure.
Oh! But he had no bar, so he had no EXs. I keep saying bar because I think, oh, he had no EXs, so he had no bar. But no, he had no EXs.
He had no, skill, I guess.
Because he used it for the setup. Yeah. So because he used it for the setup, the next hit he got, it can't do anything.
Yeah, it's one thing that a lot of players still need to get used to, just because the way the resources in this game just works different. So I know I've been done it a few times where I think I have a move for a combo and I don't because I used it before.
I'm pretty sure that's a punish. That's what he was getting. He's trying to throw the butterflies in neutral, so when he like blocks one of the butterflies, he gets a longer amount of blocks so he can go in. Oh, that's another punish. Kiba is going in.
No DP from Blackish just yet. I expect one very soon. Oh no, throw in the corner, even better.
He Amari's out. Kiba is showing how much he's lost it.
It's over, it's over. Yeah, Skybound, that's it. That was a good Amari.
Yeah.
Like, just to hit buttons and wake up.
Battle 2, engage.
Oh, just missed the confirm, unfortunate.
I think they're going to get to a point where they're both doing enough to each other so that they can both get super. And the thing is I think Matera has a better super because she's just going to confirm into it. But I think Kiba's going to save it for kill instead, just in case he gets a Skybound. Super Skybound range. If he uses it now, he probably won't get it again for the round, which means that you might want to save it for Super Skybound, which is about soon for both players. See, he's chucking one of those at neutral, so it explodes. That forces Blackest to make a move that he normally wouldn't, which is probably dodge or go forward.
Oh,
gets thrown into the corner. Oh, no.
That hits low, so nope, that's definitely a punish.
Rare footage. No, it's not actually rare footage, but you know, Kiba actually angry. He's come back, and those have been 4 straight commanding victories.
Yeah. Blackish might have opted to actually just do the ball, even though it's not invincible. The ball would have been in the air by the time Matera would have landed. So
is it guaranteed to come out?
I think it is, but if you just throw her or do any move and the ball's out the way, it doesn't really do anything.
But if Kiba's in the air, it's not like he can throw her, right? So
Yeah.
probably
So he should in that situation. Obviously, you know, it's hard in that situation. You have to make a decision straight away. It probably would have been better. Even TP might have worked, but it's very one-sided. But I'm so unlikely.
Oh, it's time for a rush down in the corner. Rush down Matera.
And these are the
Oi! He uses the hop to bait to get around the EXDB.
yeah.
You don't want to be in the corner, so that's a good move.
Oh, that was definitely a 5M of some kind there.
Oh,
And
Lord!
Kiba just going in, and it's over because of Skybound.
Kiba is going absolutely nuts.
Yeah, the actual adjustments are crazy, and it's Blackest that's not adjusting to Kiba right now, so it's he has to change it up. He has to either go aggressive. This sort of lame game of the mid-screen, like Kiba's winning right now. So
I don't know if you realize, but Kiba has switched up his neutral by instead of going for just arrows, he uses butterflies to force a more intense situation.
So he's actually doing what Ferry is doing to him throughout most of this with GG, technically, right? So
Pretty much, yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is looking so
yeah,
grim.
he's gonna go for the setup instead. Oh, he's gonna throw. Oh no, not even that. Blackest would do. Yeah, best anti-air in the game. That's not happening.
Kiba went absolutely in,
Yeah.
and that is Blackest out of the tournament. 3rd place.
Amazing adjustments of Kiba there. And I like. You see, you're strongest when you're sighing and just like completely ticks off. It's fine. Don't worry. It's all good. Like, and you see, no matter what, Dragon Lord's just gonna laugh at you anyway. So you might as well just be pissed.
Just remember, Kiba, whatever tournament you're playing, there's always DLZ in the finals.
Yeah, there's always DLC in the finals. I know. It's, you know.
And yeah, that was good. It was good to see Rushdown Matera because honestly, I don't think keeping Ferry away is any good.
Yeah,
Because if
you're
Ferry
right.
hits you, she puts you into the 50-50, right? Whereas if Matera hits you, it's like, alright, it's just a few arrows. That's why you want to rush in and use Matera's high damage output. Because Ferry doesn't have great damage output, or rather, it's hard for Ferry to put you into the corner.
Yeah, she doesn't do high damage without doing very specific setups with the ball, the Super Ball. So it's you are right, and it's up to the Ferry to actually. This is why positioning is so important in a matchup. Like exactly where you are on the screen determines so much. It determines whether Matera can actually get the unique skill into you, or like Ferry can anti-air and stuff like that. But the thing is, both characters have so much like anti-tech for each other. It actually becomes really difficult, and the stress that both players actually had at that time, I'm not even sure, like how they could play at that level still. Like Kiba kept this like cool throughout that, and Blackest was like the one was getting stressed.
He was getting stressed. He was starting to lose it. Now we have DLZ versus Kiba. Now DLZ is in a good spot. He's in winners. That means Kiba has to win 3 games and then win again. So there's a lot of work that has to get put into this victory. That being said, we're not.
Oh my god. Raw confirm with the beam. That's insane. And Kiba is actually on the back foot here. He has to go from like a very neutral heavy sort of spacing dependent matchup to this.
Yeah.
Immediately.
He's kind of equalizing it, but I'm pretty sure that puts. Oh, it takes him just out. It's not in skybound range. But you know what's going to happen? He's going to get hit by a single arrow. He's going to be like, yeah, I'll go in now.
Yeah.
But I'll just get hit.
Counter? Oh no.
Okay.
Skybound?
Yep. Yggdrasil.
Pillar to push, and I imagine the mix-up comes from afterwards. Oh no, straight for the lava. Crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. You can't have to jump that. Yeah, oh dear. And now he's in chip assist range. Oh no,
he makes it!
What a confirm! Amazing mental fortitude from Kiba.
That is absolutely insane. I love it.
Yeah, in that situation, to like, just go, you know what, I have to kill him now. Instead of being careful.
Because he would have been caterpillar laser.
Yeah, caterpillared, assist, anything.
Oh, he's going to get the pickup. Doesn't have an EX way to actually convert that to anything though, unfortunately. He uses it on the way in.
Oh no, corner carry as well. into the setup.
Wow, what an answer.
Yeah.
The good reactions. Oh my lord! Kiba throws him out of the air.
No matter what game, we're getting the Valkenheim throws. So good, isn't it?
Some things have never changed.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
Oh lord, that's going to be so much damage. He's got the EX arrows. Wait, is he going to super? Oh no, he goes for Oki. Oh wait, yeah. Why would you go Oki against Strict Drive so actually?
There's no Oki.
But what he can do is he can try to put him into low health to then use the arrows. Oh boy. Ouch.
Counter? Oh no.
Yeah, but Kiba is definitely a person that can. Yes.
Yes. That's
react.
exactly what you do. Yeah.
That's the thing, is that I'm not sure about using the counter in that situation because Kiba has proven that he has the reactions. So now all of a sudden that counter doesn't look too great.
Oh, excellent grab.
And Kiba takes round 1. Game 1. Round 2.
I wonder if he like... Well, he just decided to concentrate more, basically. I'm pretty sure he didn't go into lab between games.
He didn't have a lot of time to go into the lab, you know? Abare. And the thing is that for Luwayne, honestly, him getting the health back from eating, I don't think it's that big. Not the health, the meter from eating is not that big of a problem because HPA is not that great. It's all right, but it's not that great. Really,
I think it's actually pretty good regardless, because like you get every like little advantages like that could just mean the game essentially, especially in a game like this. So I think either getting meter or some health back. If you get it for free, why not, right?
I think the health is the one that you want, really.
Yeah.
Way! Oh boy. Yo, Drasil. Yep. It's time for the minigame. And you're dead.
You're dead.
Yeah. He failed 4 out of 4.
That's just the matchup, unfortunately. The game we play. The game we play.
Yeah, he's gonna try and take him over to the corner. Yeah, that counter has just not worked. I think Kiba has finally drunk his coffee. He's now reacting properly. Even though he doesn't, I'm pretty sure he doesn't drink coffee. Yeah, you know what, just jump out. Just get out of it.
Yeah, take the damage right now, why not, right?
The problem is it's gonna take 2 hits for him to win from here, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah, and then, yep.
That's sell.
That is not too bad, to be honest.
That's not too bad.
And you know what? Trading EX arrows for EX Catalina is probably great.
Go for the... Oh, they had to go for throw.
Oh
no!
Oh! But it wasn't counted, so you couldn't get a combo.
Oh no, it's over. It's over. EX, that's it. That was spaghetti from both players there.
I think it was okay from Kiba because it wasn't a counter hit overhead, he couldn't get a combo, so he decided to jump and try to get out instead.
Yeah, but what happened afterwards?
Well, he died, didn't he? But what he did wasn't wrong,
Yeah.
it was just... No. Hey. Hey!
Way!
EX arrows. You know, I was going to say that counter was wasted, but to be honest, all counters seem wasted at the moment. Unless you counter like an air move where you can't do air spot though, right? Then you might be able to just land a block.
Oh! And that was convincing as hell.
Kiba doing a good, Kiba doing a pretty good job until like he gets randomly hit by Caterpillar, and it's like, oh.
That was the prediction. I think today definitely like Kiba's made the best plays. Like, but sometimes making good decisions doesn't win you the game all the time.
Thing is DLZ is doing really good Abare stuff to get out of this. Oh, boy.
No, the shimmy. And he just got the life back that he lost.
Nice.
Oh, well, good mashing.
Not in the corner though, he's a bit safe. The Abare. That is not good.
Yeah.
Not sure I agree with that.
Yeah, he wants to keep him above 30, and now he's just got the skybound, and you're gonna get wrecked. You have to block really well. You can't take a single hit.
Pillar. Oh no! Ooh, he mind gamed me well. I would have died.
Yeah, it's over. The thing is, he tried to run forward and just get pillar.
Yeah, Dlc is making this look quite easy. First game was quite an outlier, I must say. Yay! Oh god. Wolf Cannon. Yeah, you don't want anything to do with that butterfly, I must say.
That's safe, it's fine.
Yeah, I think... Yeah, he's obviously going to use Dressel, right? Yeah. Well, let's see how well he does this time.
Regardless, Kiba does have the advantage. Even if he gets hit by most of this, or blocks most of this, he's still actually in a very good spot.
He did... Yeah, you can't punish from that. There's
Yeah.
no way.
I need to think of the range. Actually, nah, he can't. If it was about half screen, I think Matero can actually punish the
Super,
range.
right?
Yeah, the Super Skybound.
Good buttons, boy.
Boy! The prediction. Fair enough.
The thing is that like, if you block the overhead, you are minus. He used the fact that the opponent was minus to just stick his own overhead in here. I think that's good. It's better than always pressing a button. Like sometimes you want to press a throw after you block an overhead. Does Lewin have no anti-airs?
No, he has anti.
Okay, just making sure.
It's just Dragon Lord doesn't know the combo right now, so that's why he's not doing it. Because you have to use his lunge to get the forward momentum so you can do the follow-up, but he doesn't know it. So
does he not know it?
As he doesn't know what to do after the auto combo. I don't think.
Dangerously close to the corner. You're in the corner.
Yeah.
The thing is Matero does a lot of corner damage.
There's anti-air.
Rare footage of an anti-air coming out from Dlc and it got blocked. That is a shame. Whee! The Abare. Why is Dlc so good at Abare?
Both Kiba and Dlc are amazing at barring. Like, really good.
Oh, it's time for the minigame.
Yeah, he took a lot of chip there, but he's still okay. He's got the Skybound as well, so it's actually Dragon Lord that needs to do stuff. Oh, no actual dodge there. I think it was because he was in the air. So
yeah, I think it was in the air, so your dodge will work. This is match point for Dlc and also tournament point.
yeah, tournament point as well. So Dragon Lord's winning with the Wayne, and it's quite the statement.
Thinking about how good his normal counter is, because now that I think about it, if you're only gonna be able to use it against air attacks, then you should only really be using the air counter, the one that's high counter, because realistically, if they hit you with a low, they're gonna spot dodge your counter.
Yeah, so the air one is probably his best counter, to be honest.
Yeah, at least it doesn't pull it on cooldown, right? Yeah. See, like, no, I'm not sure about how I feel about that.
Well, it matters actually, even if they spot dodge it matters how quickly the Wayne recovers, right?
Yeah.
So even if you do spot dodge it, doesn't mean you're in an advantageous situation. I actually don't know.
You are definitely in advantage from what I'm seeing, considering like you look at Dlc's behavior. wait, enough of that. This tournament's about to get wrapped up. Oh god, he's just going for HPA.
Yeah.
He's gonna fraud your last bit of health dead.
It's dead. You press the button, you're dead.
You can spot dodge it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's difficult anyway because it's
yeah.
You can alternate it, so you know.
Congratulations to DLZ. You are. The
I think
winner.
what Kiba was actually going for, he actually was going for a close range normal, and then he could spot dodge to do what D-Black was doing. But obviously, projectile, it doesn't work. there's no screen freeze with projectile, so that's what actually happened. So Dragon Lord is your Granblue Fantasy versus winner for the first tournament for NGI at Game Higher London, and what an interesting tournament.
I've learned a lot. For
Yeah.
someone who I don't really play this game, so being able to see all of this play is quite good. I like the stuff that has been coming out of the players. I'm hoping we will see more characters later down the line.
We probably will. There's the interesting thing about like the current meta is that we don't know at the highest level like right now, and the level will obviously increase as the year goes by. To see what it actually evolves into. Right now, it's good that the, let's say, supposed character strengths and stuff like that are not solid right now. That's a good thing for the game. It means that not only does it keep it fresh, but it means the character strengths are actually quite close. So we'll see what happens, and as DLC comes along, we see exactly what happens throughout the year. But for every region now has had a Granblue tournament. So Japan, America, and now EU has had their first Granblue tournament. So it's going to be interesting to see how the meta evolves in each country and how it all culminates together when the Arxis World Tour actually happens. So going to be a very fun year. I have a lot of traveling to do.
You have a lot of traveling, yeah.
It's going to be fun, but I'm looking forward to it. Granblue, I actually enjoy it. Like, in certain regards, you can play like a degenerate in this game, but it is what it is.
I think it's
find
good
it fun.
that you have the option.
Yeah.
You have the option, and I think that's the most important. Like, you need to be able to, or I believe that a good fighting game, you'll be able to express yourself.
Yeah, the thing is, like a lot of people, I could definitely tell who's who. Like, the difference between Diabetics and Dragon Lords, no way, it's a world of difference. I immediately know who it is.
Yeah.
Same with Izanami and Kiba's Matera. I can immediately tell. Like, but that's good. That means there's a lot of play expression. Even though it's simple, there's enough mechanics in the game to express yourself. So that's a good thing, in my opinion. So
it's good.
See what it is what it is. So are we ready to go out?
So, we have a Uniclear launch tournament. £3 entry.
And we have Granblue Fantasy versus BlazBlue and BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle on the 20th.
This is
and I'm pretty sure that is the wrong date, but I'm sure.
Yeah, that is not January, dude.
Whoa. What was the actual date, Rail? It's the 22nd of February, so it's not January, it's February, and we're just gonna get rid of that typo.
This is the NGI monthly, right?
Yeah. So this is the NGI monthly, and just come down for anime games if you're in the area. If you're in the UK, and even if you're from Europe, like if you want to play some Granblue or any of these games, feel free. It's going to be one of the earliest under 19 birth tournaments as well.
When does under 19 birth come out?
Next, yeah.
21st. Oh, so it'll be literally day 2.
Yeah.
So we have a day 2 Uniclear tournament. We have BB Tag, BBCF, Granblue Fantasy, and we'll also have other games as well. Because even if they're not displayed here, people set up other games. I'm gonna be playing Arcana Heart Extend.
Yeah. We're gonna play any game. Even though there's these 4 games, you can play any game. You can play like the Groove Coaster if you feel like it.
Hell yeah,
honest.
Groove Coaster.
But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be the next event that NGI will be doing, and as soon after that, within about 2 months, it will be Sakura Fight Festa, and I think that there will be another monthly, but we don't have the date for that yet.
Yeah.
So in the future, a lot of NGI events, and obviously Revolution near the end of the year in October. So a lot of events, a lot of Granblue, a lot of every other anime game.
A lot of every other anime game. A lot of games are coming out this year.
It's going to be a busy year. It's going to be a very, very busy year. But we hope you enjoyed one of the first Granblue tournaments in the EU. Yep. And hope you are
I enjoyed it, and
yeah.
I don't even particularly like playing the game. So for you viewers, I hope you guys enjoyed watching it too.
I hope you are eyeing certain players or know who to try to counter and stuff like that. It's information.
Kiba is a lot better than I thought he would be.
Kiba, it was good. I knew he was going to be good anyway. But Dragon Lord, I expected to be good. I didn't expect him to eventually fall on the way.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. You know, I expected him to go to Ladiva.
Or
you know,
I was fully expecting him to go to Grand or something like that.
or Grand, but you
Yeah.
know, going to Grand is just kind of like, haha.
Yeah.
I want to press my
the button.
5C.
But the thing is that with Dragon Lord, that's scary as hell.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
That is very
and,
true.
That's why I expected it. But regardless, let's see what happens throughout the year. It's been exciting, and it's going to get even more exciting
As
it
people
goes along.
figure out the game more, we're going to see more stuff.
Meta's going to change.
Especially,
100%.
and more characters means more character diversity, just by default, right?
Just by
so
default.
that would be way more interesting as well all the time.
Yeah, and because the tier list, the character's strength seems to be so condensed, like the moment new characters change, it could just change everything. which is
Except
great.
Vasaraga. I think
Except
Vasaraga.
Vasaraga. I could probably agree that Vasaraga is probably among the worst in this
Yeah.
game. Not that certain matchups are bad for it, like too bad for him, but like the S tier and him is just like, well,
The armor's a bit weird.
yeah. But anyways,
I think that's it for today. I'm not sure if Ben wants us to wrap up.
Uh,
Oh, we're talking about Revel. Oh,
oh, is that it? Okay,
it.
so thanks for watching. It's me, NGI, and the first Granblue Fantasy versus Weekly. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you at the monthly
yes.
next week.
On the 22nd of February.
Yes. So,
Ignore the poster.
yep, enjoy yourself. Have a good one.
We're out.